to Wes-Del this season. Their dedication, hard work, and spirit have made a difference and impact on our program and school community. As we recognize each senior, let's take a moment to reflect on their achievements and the memories they've created together.
It's actually in there.
Caitlin Marie Bannister, escorted by Josh and Leanne Bannister. Caitlin's activities have included cross-country for 4 years, track for 3 years, theater for 3 years, FCA for 4 years, FBLA for 3 years, FCCLA for 3 years, and SAD for 3 years. She plans on attending college after high school. Reese Camden Berry, escorted by Chris Berry and grandmother Debbie. Reese's activities have included volleyball manager for 4 years, boys basketball manager for 3 years, baseball manager 1 year, band for 4 years, esports for 4 years, FBLA for 4 years, student council for 4 years, NHS for 2 years, drama club for 2 years, robotics for 1 year, and 4-H for 4 years. He plans on attending Purdue University, majoring in engineering and pharmacology. Victoria Cheyenne Clark, escorted by Daiquiri Reagans and Aaron Drum. Tori's activities have included varsity cheerleading for 4 years, FCCLA for 4 years, SAD for 2 years, and theater for 2 years. She plans on attending Ball State to study dentistry and become a hygienist.
What are your dad?
Autumn Rose Dilliard, escorted by Gregory Dillard and Rachel Dillard. Autumn's activities have included band for 4 years, FBLA for 4 years, esports for 4 years, and STEM club for 4 years. She plans on attending college to study graphic design.
I wanted to talk to you guys. Yeah, so you know. You probably couldn't hear me.
Malachi James Du Bois, escorted by Jill and Kevin Du Bois.
What about
Malachi's activities have included football for 4 years, wrestling for 4 years, track for 4 years, FCA for 4 years, FBLA for 4 years, Athletic Leadership Council for 4 years, STEM Club for 4 years, theater for 3 years, Student Council for 3 years, NHS for 2 years, Spanish Club for 1 year, and 10 years as a 4-H member. And he's also been an active member of his church youth group. He plans on attending college to major in engineering. Dallas Godby, escorted by Jason Godby and Ashley Crowder. Dallas's activities have included football for 4 years, wrestling for 4 years, track and field for 3 years, Athletic Leadership Council for 4 years, FCA for 3 years, theater arts for 3 years. He plans on enlisting in the United States Marine Corps as a naval corpsman.
No, where I got hurt?
Megan McNeil, escorted by Sarah McNeil and Adam McNeil. Megan's activities have included band for 6 years, theater for 4 years, and esports for 1 year. She plans on attending Ball State to study cybersecurity.
Very carefully.
Cybersecurity, excuse me.
I was doing it as an arm wrestling.
Grayson Mealy, escorted by Courtney and Kyle Mealy. Grayson's activities have included football for 4 years, basketball for 4 years, baseball for 4 years, esports 3 years, Athletic Leadership Council for 4 years, Student Council for 4 years, FBLA for 4 years, STEM Club 3 years, and the IHSAA Student Advisory Committee for 2 years. He plans on attending Purdue University and studying electrical engineering. Zachary Ayers Reno, escorted by Julia Lowe and Michael Reno. Zach's activities have included football for 4 years, wrestling for 3 years, and drama for 3 years. He plans on continuing his wrestling career in college. Next up, Amelia Hudson Roberts, escorted by Jennifer Hudson Roberts and Keith Roberts. Amelia's activities have included volleyball for 4 years, FCCLA for 4 years, FBLA for 3 years, Student Council for 4 years, Class Vice President for 3 years, and National Honor Society for 1 year. She plans to attend college to focus on kinesiology and sports medicine. Alyssa Tracy Smith, escorted by Benjamin Lee Smith and also Ryan Tracy Brandinger. Alyssa's activities have included band for 7 years, theater for 4 years, and volleyball for 1 year. She plans on attending beauty school to become a cosmetologist. Tyler Summers, escorted by Chelsea Henderson and Matt Henderson. Tyler's activities have included football for 1 year, basketball 2 years, baseball 4 years, also bowling for 2 years, FBLA for 3 years, student council for 4 years, and athletic leadership for 2 years. He plans on joining the National Guard to pursue the linesman trade. Odin Wallace, escorted by Kathleen Wallace. Odin's activities have included wrestling for 2 years, baseball for 2 years, cross country for 3 years, FBLA for 4 years, student council for 3 years, National Honor Society for 1 year, and Spanish club for 2 years. He plans on going to college for engineering. Dekayla Marie Ward, escorted by Cindy Ward and William Ward. Dekayla's activities have included STEM Club for 3 years, FCCLA for 3 years, SAD for 3 years, also choir for 4 years, and National Honor Society for 2 years. She plans on attending Ball State for elementary education and to become a kindergarten teacher. Next up, Ava Whitmire, escorted by Nico Cox and Brandon Cox. Her activities have included varsity cheer for 4 years. She plans on attending Ball State University to become an ultrasound technician and eventually become a state and home mom. Jonah Whitworth, escorted by John Whitworth and Rachel Whitworth. Jonah's activities have included basketball for 1 year and also football for 2 years. He plans on entering the workforce. Jacob Wise, escorted by Krista and Mark Wise. Jacob's activities have included cross country for 4 years and track for 4 years. He plans on attending college to run cross country and also major in engineering or construction. Congratulations to all our seniors. We also want to extend our gratitude for the coaches, teachers, teammates, and supporters who have helped these students to become great young men and women. Your encouragement and commitment have been invaluable. Once again, let's make tonight a memorable celebration, and we look forward to their bright futures. Congratulations once again to all our senior athletes.
And you know he's going to go down there and be like, everyone he sees.
Warrior fans, get on your feet. Here comes your Wes-Del Warriors. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please stand, remove your hats as we honor our country with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight, the Wes-Del High School Middle School Choir, under the direction of high school teacher and choir director Emily Love, and our national anthem.
Good evening, Warrior fans, and welcome to Paul L. Parker Field. Sorry we're getting on a little late this evening. We did have senior night that left me out, but I am the superintendent. Next to me is Coach McLaughlin. We're going to run you through real quick. First of all, I'm going to run through some quick things that we wanted to do in our Star Financial Van Mater Reed Coldwell Banker Real Estate pregame. We are hosting Cambridge City Lincoln tonight. They are 1-7 coming into Paul L. Parker to take on Wes-Del. Some of the players to look for the Eagles. I believe they're the Eagles. Yes, they are the Eagles. Quarterback Noah Patterson has thrown for 769 yards, 7 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, Coach, and 274 rushing yards with 1 rushing TD. And then they have a running back, Evan Stuckey, with 108 yards rushing, and a receiver, Carson Hawk, with 291 yards but 6 touchdowns. They have their only sole win over Union County, 45-0, which is the team we just played last week. So looking at Wes-Del, they come into this one 4-4. Now here's some team stats for you. They are 2,440 rushing yards as a team, averaging 8.1 a carry, 29 touchdowns, 337 yards rushing a game. Nallman is our leader with 104 carries at 697 yards and 9 touchdowns. Eli Wright has 30 carries for 452 yards and 5 touchdowns. Grayson Mealy has 34 carries for 422 yards for 4 touchdowns. And Riker Mock with 60 carries, 380 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Coach, I would say it's, what would you call that? You've got Brock, you've got Mawk, and you've got great Run BMC or Run BMG.
Yeah, we can probably make up something there. I know this. We run the ball a lot and pretty darn successful at it too. So I think you'll see a lot more of running tonight. I think that's been our strength, and we just like to wear teams down. And so I think as the game goes on, you're going to continue to see what has been working. Why change it if it's working?
Yeah, and on the flip side of that, you look at our defense, which has been strong. Nallman has 53 tackles, Soul leading the team. Then Mealy's behind him with 50 tackles. But let's talk about three guys, Godby, Whitworth, and Powers, combining for over 100 tackles in the front there. And we've been talking about them a lot this year. They've really been doing a lot up front.
Yeah, they've been real successful, and especially recently. They've been pressing the front, which I would say is forcing other teams to try to get things outside of their comfort zone. And the last couple games, I feel like those guys have done a great job of kind of dictating what we want to do on defense. If you can dictate what we want you to do on your offensive possessions, then you're probably not real happy when you go home with that. So,
well, getting into that, what are your keys tonight?
Well, my keys tonight are, one, we want to run the ball. And we want to keep the guys up front, keep blocking and pushing the ball downfield with that running game. Defensively, they throw it quite a bit, and they are not as disciplined, but that sometimes works to your advantage if you can just make things happen. So we want to make sure that we don't lose anybody and give up big plays, and finally win the turnover battle. If you win the turnover battle and you can control the ball, usually good things will happen.
And that's the coach's keys to the game. It looks like the Warriors are going to kick off first, and they'll be kicking to Lincoln. If I have to step away, I want to let everybody know Coach is going to take it for a minute because I'm actually going to try to work out some lighting issues we have. I'm always having to step away for something.
So you're going to go work out?
No, not work out.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to find.
You're working out some pizza.
That's right. I'm trying to find a code right now and help these guys out.
All right. Well, we'll do what we can without you.
Well, I'll start here for a minute and see if I have to make that phone call. So
it's a long kick down by Wyatt Wicker this time.
I think we lost a camera, or our camera operator is gone because we have nothing on the screen.
Well, I can tell you what happened there is that the ball got back to the 35-yard line, and that's where Cambridge City Lincoln will start. So it's been a crazy
one. Yeah, well, we've had a lot going on.
Senior night, a lot of stuff.
I'm trying to lean over and do my best with the camera for the folks at home.
Yep. Lean back.
And here we go. We've got the Lincoln is going to start at 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line, and that is their quarterback there with it. The quick pitch out, and tackle is made by several Warriors, including Grayson Mealy, Owen Long, and Brock Nauman, I believe.
Looked like that was a pass to Jack Patton, and you can tell that they're going to throw it, and he is very comfortable throwing the ball around back there. Reading the plays right off the wristband, so they go to the line quick. You got to be ready to play. It's a quick offense, and they're not going to wait around.
No, they are not. That is for sure.
There's a handoff this time up the middle.
And tackle is stopped there. That's Grayson Mealy with it. Maybe just an extra shove at the end.
He was just telling me to get back to the huddle.
Okay. It's going to be 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
I mean, unnecessary.
Well,
yeah.
It's helping him back.
Yeah. Hey, get back over there.
You can see the quarterback. He's calling out the plays. That's Noah Patterson, and he's only a sophomore. He's calling the plays out at the line of scrimmage.
And he is getting a lot of pressure now, and that one is just thrown away on 3rd down. A lot of heat coming from the Warriors. So we're going to let you take over for a minute. I'm going to make a phone call.
Okay.
Is that me? No.
Don't turn me off. That's going to bring up 4th down here, and looks like the punter will be number 4, Noah Patterson. Also the quarterback, so that can also sometimes throw a wrinkle in. You can see a trick play when it's your quarterback back there. kicked straight out of bounds. So it'll be no return, but the Warriors will get great field position for their first possession of the game on offense, and they'll be starting, looks like just almost to midfield. 49-yard line. Wes-Del coming into this game after an impressive win last week at Union County. Noah Purdue under center to start the game. There's a pitch play. That's Eli Wright, and he is met right away, but bounces off, and he's going to keep going before he's finally dragged out of bounds. It looked like he was going to maybe pick up a yard or two initially, but then fought right through that tackle and was able to pick up a first down and a gain of about 20 yards, I would say, on that. So that's going to bring up a first down after the nice run.
I'm back.
He's back.
And guess what? We got the lights working.
Oh, good. It was getting dark in here.
I'll tell you what, Musco's customer service is great.
That was good pressure there by Cambridge City, but barely got the handoff to Grayson Mealy, and he was pushed backwards, which won't happen very often, but
Yeah,
he lost about three.
that.
He lost about 3 on that one.
Oh, what I missed on the run? I was on the phone. I saw the run. Who was it?
That was Eli Wright with a great run.
Well, hey, I'm good with that.
Bounced off the first tackle and was able to pick up about 20 yards.
So we're 2nd and 12, balls on the 32. Rolling under 10 minutes, Coach, so see if we can get another good one here. And that's Purdue, our freshman quarterback, under center. Mealy in motion. That's off to Brock. Brock's got room. Brock's got one guy to beat, and he's going to go. And there's another touchdown for Brock Nauman. That is number 10 on the year.
You knew exactly what play they were going to run.
Yes.
Now, there's your lights. We knew exactly what play they were going to run when we saw Grayson come in motion, because early in the game, let's try that play that worked to perfection against Bart Tudor, and worked really well right there again.
Nice job blocking downfield. That was Carter Flynn, the receiver that was downfield, and made a nice final block to get through there. And looks like we've got got somebody down.
Player down. And that's Cambridge City, and you're hoping he's not hurt. He's already got the concussion helmet on, the extra padding that they sometimes wear.
I didn't see if Tony's here tonight. Yeah, he's right there.
Looks like they may have brought
their trainer. So I'll tell you what we're going to do, folks. We're going to take a quick audio break, and we'll be back with you on the Wes-Del Sports Network. We're back. We want to thank our sponsors as we come back. And Star Financial Bank, you see the Star Financial scoreboard down there in the bottom of your screen. We want to thank the Van Mater Reed Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. No better group in the business. Dowling Dumpster Rentals, American Pest Professionals, Star Rocket Media, and Budget Blinds out of Muncie. So there's a great camera shot. I still love the end zone camera, one of my favorites. Is it supposed to be that angle?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, okay.
Angles upon angles.
So it looks like the young man is walking off, and he is being assisted, but they did get him up, and he's walking off, which is a good sign. We wish him the best. I didn't catch who that was.
Number 15.
Number 15, and
it's Jason Irvin.
So we wish Jason Irvin, and if you're in the if the family's in watching, we wish young Jason Irvin all the best, and hope he can return actually tonight. So we'll see if they can get looked at. They do have a trainer with them, but the Warriors score, make it 6-0, and I will see if we go for 2. I bet we do.
Sure looks like it from where we've placed the ball. I'm not going to make any guesses, but I'm going to put my money, if I had to, on Brock Nauman.
Yeah, Yeah.
He's been pretty good on this
it would
2-point conversion.
On 2-point conversions, either Brock or
there we go.
Yeah, it's either Brock or Riker. And Brock is in.
Brock walks in.
And that is 8-0 for the Warriors. We're going to stay here as we took a break there just a minute ago. So it is senior night, and boy, that was fun. You did it last year. You did it in 2020. Well, not really.
Part of the year.
Yeah, part of the year. But anyway, it's one of those where it did not hit me until I went home last night and after work, and she had the board on the table with all the pictures on it, and that's when it hit me that this is for real. And so it's one of those nights. It's really bittersweet because you're so happy, but at the same time, where did the time go?
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit last night at the volleyball game. Biff and I did, about how it goes so fast. The time just seems to fly by when you seem like it was just yesterday when they were a freshman out there playing, and now here it is already senior night. And it doesn't seem like it was that long ago when we were players, but then you go all the way because you just have such fond memories. But that's part of the game. That's part of life, and it's nice that we did such a nice job of honoring those guys.
Well, I wanted to give a shout-out to several groups that have told me that there's a group that watches at the Mill Street, and if they're watching tonight, we want to give them a shout-out.
Right.
I'm going to pull out the chat here in a minute and start saying hello to anybody we have. But
Wyatt Wicker with the second kick of the game. That's taken short. Picked up and right up the gut. We got to make a tackle or we're in trouble.
Well, we had two guys run into each other, and this is going to come down to Tyler Summers. And we didn't make that tackle, and he is gone. And that's a kick return.
And I don't see any flags.
Nope. And really, from the get-go, we had two guys run into each other.
That was Noah Patterson, the quarterback, so he does it all for him.
Yeah, he does. He has most of their scoring comes out of Noah Patterson, so was not the guy we wanted. And when it first got to him, Coach, I thought, well, this is going to be an easy tackle.
Looked like we had him hemmed in there a little bit, and he was able to his credit, able to bust a tackle, and then we didn't make a tackle.
So we'll take this opportunity to see if they're going to kick. Looks like they're going to go for two.
Yeah, they're really spread.
And so Cambridge City coming right back on that play and answering. And let's see if the Warriors can get a stop on the 2-point conversion. And it looks like it's just going to be a running play to the outside, and it will be Patterson in for two. And
didn't see any flags. It did look like there might have been some holding in the middle there, but I'm not sure it affected the play all that much. But nevertheless, they were able to punch it in for two.
Well, that is not what the Warriors wanted to see, so they're going to have to get back at it offensively. And I don't think they were expecting that big of a, you hit them. Yeah, you hit them in the mouth early, and then they hit back. So it's kind of a back and forth now.
We sure didn't get to enjoy that lead very long, did we?
No. And in the chat right now, I want to say hi to Mrs. Producer, always watching, Mr. Producer. And Corey Sears, love to have Corey in there. Big time, he's a graduate of Wes-Del, big time Wes-Del fan. And he says, good luck and have a great game and have a blast of the guys. So right now, let's see what we can do. We're going to get the ball right back. It'd be nice just to return it ourselves and see if we can break one off here. And it's 8-8 on the Star Financial scoreboard. And if you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Tell all your friends. And if you want to jump in the chat and tell us where you're at, what you're doing, I know two guys I want to say hello to.
All right.
Mr. Denny, Dennis Denny, my favorite Denny, and Kai are watching. And
there's the short kick, pooched, and let that go out of bounds.
Yep.
There you go.
And there's the flag on the out of bounds. And I had to make a call to Kai and ask him if he knew the number. And he's like, I don't remember.
867-5309.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh.
Jenny, I got your number. No, the funny thing was that was the number I called, and there was a minute work. And I'm trying to bundle this into as many 80s bands as I can. And
well.
And I thought I wasn't going to get it, and he put me on hold, and I was like, you're going to put me on hold me now? How bad is this getting?
Twins.
How bad is this getting?
It's awful early for this.
All right. Well, we've got a good group of people watching wherever you're watching, so we appreciate it. And hi to Kai as well. He didn't have the number, by the way. And here are the Warriors trying to get back after it after a kick return. And there's Brock Nauman now, and he's got some blockers. He's got some room. He's out to the outside. He's got one man to beat, and that man is going to – that's a horse collar.
There it is. There's your flag.
And that is a horse collar tackle, and Brock Nauman breaks off another great run, and you got to give credit to the big boys getting downfield and blocking. And there you go. But you could see at the end of that play, and honestly, to that kid's defense, it's either give up the touchdown or get the penalty, and honestly, that's the right move.
Yeah, he's giving up a lot of speed and strength right there, and I'm not sure that he would have had the angle to just push him out of bounds. So going to tack on. It's going to be half the distance. I would imagine there's not 15 yards left, so it's going to be half the distance.
So with 9:19 to go, we're already seeing some scoring, and now the Warriors quickly are down.
Yeah, they're right there knocking on the door in the red zone and ready to try to push it in, and it's going to take the ball all the way down to the 7, it looks like. Maybe 8.
Carter Flynn is out there. I was going to say they're finally finding out. I was like, he's out there by himself, but they're moving.
Sneak up on anybody with his pink socks?
No, he's a lot of guys supporting October, the month of October.
That's right.
Breast cancer awareness.
Neely in motion, and it's Brock Nauman again.
It is Brock Nauman. He cuts out, and he
he's
is in for a touchdown. And right behind Grayson, there go the lights again. So we definitely got them working. So there we go. And right on time, Hannah Dowling in the chat said, Mike's at a Purdue-Oregon game with Jack, but she'll be sure to let him know what he owes after the game. Well, he's already up to 2 touchdowns. And as we mentioned, if you've not been paying attention in the last 3 weeks, Mike Dowling from Dowling Dumpster Rentals has challenged all sponsors and anyone who wants to jump in that they are donating $10 for every touchdown scored to the Wes-Del Athletic Department, on top of their already generous corporate sponsorships for both the Athletic Department and the Wes-Del Sports Network. Let's see if we get this 2-point conversion. Brock Nauman.
This time it's a pitch out to
And
Eli Wright.
To Eli Wright. He's got to get past that guy, and a good tackle made by number 42, Coach.
Yeah, that was going to be a touch or a 2-point conversion for sure if he didn't get it in. That's Ben Gollier.
So the Warriors 14-8 now, and guess what? I'm going to guess there's been a mention of a little bit better special teams tackling.
Yeah, I'm sure that probably got some attention there in between plays. So we're going right back to that kickoff again. So we'll have to see if we can do a better job of containing this time.
Hello, Shalene Jackson and Craig Paul. It's great to see you guys. Watching from Monticello, Craig Paul. Well, we love having you in there. And as we mentioned, we've been told that we're being displayed in restaurants and bars, and you know what?
Hey,
I even ask them. I say when they tell me, well, do you leave the sound on? They're like, yeah, we do.
Absolutely.
I'm like, well, hey, why not?
Well, we appreciate everybody that watches, and we root these Warriors on to a victory tonight. Cheerleaders get the pink pom-poms, just like you mentioned earlier. And always doing a great job down there. We'll mention them here in a little bit.
I don't even know if I should ask.
Okay.
Does every type of I know the answer. Not every type of cancer would have a color for awareness, does it?
You know, I don't know that, but
That's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of different types of cancer.
yeah, it's a lot of colors.
It would be.
Did
we tackle?
We got a
tackled.
better job that time of
Yes.
making
Nice
a
job.
tackle.
Nice job. And number 20, that's Gillum, I believe. That
Yeah,
got
was
in
that
there.
Gillum?
So the Warriors take a good approach to this kickoff, and it looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 40?
Yeah, 40 yard, maybe 41.
41 maybe?
Yeah, just right on the.
Yeah, well,
40-ish.
somewhere in there. So we get to see the defense of the Warriors, and they held for the first possession. I appreciate it, Kai. We agree. No better looking facility than Paul L. Parker Field.
Really shows up nice tonight. What a great fall night for football.
Here it is, handoff.
Oh, fumble.
And that ball is...
I should say bobbled. It looked like it was going to be a fumble.
I thought the same thing, but then he kept going. I was with you. I'm like, that ball's on the ground, and then...
Kept it. That
It wasn't.
Evan Stuckey, and he was able to corral it and pick up a decent chunk of yardage, make it 4 or 5 yards there on
Yeah.
first down.
With a name like Stuckey, you can't lose the football. I mean, that's stuck on me. That's not even the right.
I don't know where you're going.
Oh,
There's
little
that
pitch play. Make a tackle. Make a tackle. Oh, that's a first down. Tackle finally made. Looks like the ball came out. Grayson Mealy came up with it.
Yeah, I think they're saying it
they're
was
saying he
after
was down.
after he was down, and we've seen that play a couple times now where they just snap it quick and give it out to their playmakers.
Malky's crew watching from Park County, still in Park County. This is an extended stay for Malky's. We're glad you're watching. I don't
First down now.
I don't know if they could bring us any pulled pork all the way from Park County up here in time. But I'd take it. Brock Nauman with the tackle. Grayson Mealy in there. So our linebackers are getting in there.
Pickup of about 2 or 3 on that first down. So a better job of you want to meet. Defensively, you want to leave them in long yardage plays that have to pick up decent amounts of yardage. Not the, we don't like the 3rd and 1s. We like these 2nd and 8s, 3rd and 8s.
Well, they start so deep in that shotgun.
Yep.
They get ahead of steam going. Looks like we're going to pass here. Let's see if we can get
it.
And that one is incomplete.
You can tell he has a lot of confidence in Stuckey.
Yeah. Well, you're going to hear a lot of Patterson and Stuckey because those are the guys in the stat sheet that are filling it for him. So 3rd and 8, and the Warriors want to stand strong here. However, across the 50-yard line, you could be in 4-down territory. I would assume you are, but need the Warriors to create a little bit of havoc and maybe a turnover here.
Got to always watch the designed quarterback run or just him tucking it under and running.
Pass across the middle.
It was tipped and caught.
And tipped and caught. And who was that? That is number 2.
Getting an assist on that. It was Stuckey again, but it was tipped by someone else. I think his own teammate.
Well, wherever everyone Stuckey was, and I want to tell you what, Patterson put a little zip on that
Yeah,
one.
he's not a bad-looking quarterback there. And he's only a sophomore. So he's got a bright future.
I will say this about Lincoln. They don't lack size in in numbers, but not in their actual athletes. Guys are not small guys. And this one is a pitch out and see if we can make a tackle there, and we do. Nice job initially by number 11 for us, which is that Mason Davis.
So no pickup on that one. So, like you said, it always looks like they're picking up more yardage on some of those pass plays because they're so deep in the shotgun.
Yeah, they're back there. They are back there. I always love hearing the fans also that seem to be able to yell out what they think's happening.
That's always good help.
Look at this setup. Little trips action. Is that trips over there to the top?
Yep, got trips right.
Here we go. He's got a lot of pressure. He's going to have to get rid of it somewhere because if he took a sack that deep, he'd be about 30 yards deeper than he wanted to be from the line of scrimmage.
3 in routes, all at different times and at different parts of the field. I think he wanted to go to Stuckey right away, but too much pressure there from that was Powers, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Luke Powers closing in on him.
Too much pressure, and he wasn't able to set his feet and get what he wanted to on that one.
Poor Luke, he's probably exhausted. He chased him 40 yards back.
Yeah, all the way from this side of the field to the other side.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 on the 35, and this is again probably 4-down territory, and this is what's hurt the Warrior defense a little bit is not coming up with these stops on 3rd and 4th down at times.
Here comes
See,
the blitz.
we got a lot of pressure coming now, and they are forcing him back again. He's going to have to throw that one away. Same thing. He was back a good 25 to 30 yards from the line of scrimmage, and here comes 4th down. So the old ball coach deciding to go with some pressure.
The old ball coach is dialing up some heat right here. He's got him coming out fast and furious.
He pulled out the old Zippy Zap sauce and said, we're going to go hot.
Hot sauce right there, yeah.
Let's see what we do here because the one thing with bringing too much, if you're bringing the house coach, that little screen pass would then be effective.
Yeah, right across the middle. If they dump one across the middle, they're going to have a lot of room to run. So if you're going to put pressure, you got to get pressure.
Let's see if he fakes the pressure, and then we do a little QB spy here with our linebackers. That's exactly what we do. And up and over, and hey, we'll take it. It's
you know what I like right there, even though it's not our team. Patterson threw that and threw it a little high. Could Stuckey have caught it? Probably, but he gave him the my
He said
bad.
it was my bad.
My bad.
You could tell those two like playing together.
Yeah.
Well, the Warriors will take over 1st and 10, Coach. And
Yeah, great stop there. I mean, changed it up a little bit. Like you said, we were bringing pressure, and then instead we dropped back into coverage and able to hold our own right there.
I wondered if we would do that, and the old ball coach doesn't disappoint. What we got here? Timeout? We got a kid that – ooh, that's the one that was out with an injury, I believe. And
trying to come back.
You know,
I think they may be asking him or making him leave.
Well, again, if the officials notice something, or I think they're going to take a timeout. Yes, I think, or is it a medical timeout?
Either way, it's a timeout.
Either way, it's a timeout. And you know what? We're going to take a timeout. So if you're at the restaurant, great opportunity to go to the restroom, or order dessert.
Okay.
We'll be back here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. We are back here. Get that headset on, Coach.
I got you.
Want to thank Star Financial Bank and the Vanimator Reed Realty team at Caldwell Banker and Star Rocket Media, Tim Wilson, Budget Blinds, Chris Patterson, and Mike Dowling and the Dowling Dumpster Rentals. And Mike has got 2 touchdowns. Let's add some to what he owes on the year. That's it. And this one off to Grayson Mealy, and Grayson Mealy's got a lot of room, and he's on his way here.
There comes a flag.
He's got a flag. It's coming back, so he probably wants to slow down.
He doesn't know it, but it's coming back with a hold that was right out in front of everybody. I don't know why the official right here didn't call it. It was the right call. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
The guy on all the way on the other side of the field called it. He must have seen it too because it was right here.
And that'll bring that touchdown back. Obviously, they're looking at the other side. They know it's a.
Yeah, it's coming back, and Grayson's going to. He says, "Take me out for a play."
Yeah,
Come back in and try that one
like, you got to be kidding me. I can't do that again.
Yeah, that unfortunately.
I didn't see it.
I saw it, and unfortunately, it was away from the play. It may be why this official didn't call it because it really didn't.
Is it a spot foul?
Didn't have any effect. Yes, it's going to be a.
So there is a gain.
Yes, it'll be 10 yards from that spot. So
yeah, so we gained 7. Well, I always say there's a chance to call a hold on every play. And I had an official just this year tell me one time when I asked about it. You know me, I always ask really nice. And he said, there's 22 of them out there and only 6 or 5 of us?
Yeah.
And you know what I thought when he said that? I don't care. Do your job.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's first down. It should be is it it's first down.
There's Eli Wright.
Eli Wright waiting on his blocker. He gets it and springs him loose, and he could go if he tiptoes the end. And they blew it dead.
He did. He stepped out of bounds. Boy, he was walking that tightrope, but he did. He got a foot out of bounds right there. And just one small step
for mankind.
For mankind's touchdown.
That thing slowed to a halt quick.
I knew.
And one small step.
I was waiting on you.
I didn't see the Mars rover. Wow. We'll just start calling him Apollo 10. Eli Wright, Apollo 10. One small step.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Here we go. But it is a first down, 1st and 10, and they don't have that on the board yet.
We know it. And there's Grayson again.
And
This time
he
they
got tripped up this time in the backfield.
Stuckey snuffs that one out.
Yeah. Grayson's like, dang it, the one I had that got called back. Well, we're going to be second down. You know, I'm not saying I would or wouldn't get away. I'd just give it to Brock here, see what happens. We've been running it outside a couple times.
Brock and Eli Wright have been a pretty good combination tonight
Yeah,
so
I know,
far.
but what I'm saying is we've been going to the outside. Let's throw it to the inside here, see what happens. And it will be 2nd and 11. Grayson, and it is Brock, and Brock breaking tackles and still rumbling, bumbling.
He's in the washing machine there before he's finally thrown down. Spin cycle 2 or 3 times and able to pick up.
A first, no, not quite.
3rd and about 4.
My eyes were deceiving me.
Yeah. A couple new members of the chain gang tonight. At least one new member. Mr. Lamb is over there tonight.
I think every time, see, we need to pump in, like every time you start that, we can go, that's the sound of the man working on the chain. Can you name that artist?
No, but I do like
come
that song.
on.
Can you?
Yeah, it's Sam Cooke, isn't it?
I don't know. You said no, come on, like you knew it.
I'm pretty sure it's Sam Cooke.
Brock
Brock
is
Nauman,
going.
he's got a chance. He's going to rumble. They got him out. They got him out just short,
Yeah,
about the 2-yard line.
line all the way down.
I'm telling you, it's Sam Cooke.
I'm not as confident as you are.
It's Sam Cooke. He also sings, Cupid. And Sam Cooke was actually really good. I wasn't alive when Sam Cooke was. Telling you. Well, there's one by the Pretenders, but that's a completely different.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you. Let's see if we can punch this one in after I was told I was right, and we are in. Brock Nauman again.
He almost walked that one in. I think he could have moonwalked that one in.
You're very astronomical today. And the Warriors are up 20 to 8.
We got an extra point to go for.
Were you going to actually do a replay there?
No.
That button has been there all year long. And you've yet to actually successfully hit
I
it.
think I got one volleyball one in this year. Maybe.
You think we're going for 2?
Sure looks that way. And
I don't know. Carter's out there. He's our kicker. Yep, we're going for 2. Carter's out there as a receiver. Riker, I'm telling you, he's in the game. This is going to Riker Monk. Riker Monk probably has just as many 2-point conversions as he does touchdowns. He's got 7 touchdowns. And here we go. Riker Monk. And reach for it.
Did he give it to him? No.
He didn't give it to him?
Came up just short. Both officials called that.
Conversion, no good.
I thought, though, he was on top of the kid when he basically ran him over. He was still on top of the kid.
Yeah, it looked
and
like
he reached, but all right.
Maybe not our angle, or maybe
All
his
right.
knee was down. Or
It's
nonetheless, we score a touchdown.
Your Star Financial Bank reset. It's 20 to 8. We'll be back here after a quick break on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And we welcome you back here into Paul L. Parker Field. Coach, the sectional draw was this past weekend.
Yes, it was.
And what it was a good draw for us, talking to Coach. Tri is very similar to us. They play a lot of the same. You're killing me by stepping on my cord.
I'm trying to get out of it.
Yeah,
Like
anyway,
in a spider web here.
Yeah, we about ripped my headset off. Anyway, Tri plays a lot of the same style as us, ground and pound. And
Same offense.
But the key is, it's a home game.
Yeah, we get to host, and that was smart on the IHSA. There's our kickoff.
Yeah. Ooh, I believe you're
slipped.
down. You're down.
Not very happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get a host, and Coach Nuck and I were able to talk about it a little bit in the halftime.
We don't want to give too much
We
away.
don't want to give too much away, but yeah, he's excited that it's here, anytime you can play at home. And one of the things we mentioned was, as hard as it is to play your last game on your home field as on senior night, it's a little different when you know you get another game. So we have sectional coming up. It'll be next week here, and we are, thanks to work by Mr. Producer, we're able to bring that game to you via the IHSA network.
I'm off probation. We had
to pull some strings.
We got in.
We had to do our work. There's a nice pass.
Nice pass, complete. Tackle, nice tackle made there by Mason Davis and Owen Long.
They gave up some yardage, but what they didn't do is give up a big play. So give up about 8 yards on that. Let's see if the old ball coach brings some of that pressure
Well,
back
I'll tell
again.
you this. I was going to say something about that. The hat's on backwards, and I noticed he turned that hat around on that kickoff return.
Yeah.
And that's the old over-the-top move, and he locked in.
Yes, it was. Sylvester Stallone.
He locked in at that point. Oh, there's a nice job. We stopped him, and then we finish it off. Several Warriors getting involved in that one.
And very short gain on that second down run.
You had Godby, Powers.
They're giving him 1 yard.
Eli Wright. Yeah, but I'm telling you, as soon as that kid broke free, I just happened out of the corner of my eye, see him grab the front of that bill, and he just turned that baby around, and it was game time. Hey, we've got someone watching from Alabama. I've got
all right, Alabama.
Robert KR 1112. Hey, we appreciate
quarterback keeper, and it's going backwards, folks.
Yeah, we like that. We love having people from all over. That's our first person that we know of that has said they're from the great state of Alabama.
I bet you we've got others all over the world watching.
All over.
We appreciate it.
Well, we absolutely do.
And make sure you hit that subscribe.
If
all the way down there
if you have a
Alabama.
connection, let us know. If not, hit the subscribe button and just become a Wes-Del fan. Here we go. 4th and 3. It looks like they're kicking, Coach.
Sure looks that way, and they are.
And they are. They're getting that one away, and that is going to be Tyler Summers has it. Nice little shifty move there to lose one guy, and he loses a couple more. Now he's down the sideline and still going, but we got a flag, little laundry on the turf.
See what we get here.
I don't know, but he had guys dropping tangerines like it was their job. What do we got? Well, they're talking to them.
The other side, so I'm guessing blocking the back. We'll see.
That was a personal foul, wasn't it?
That microphone must not be working.
Well, I don't even. Is he going to turn it on?
I don't know.
So if it's a personal foul on the kick, is that an automatic first down?
Yeah, it'll be a first down for well, it's against them. Face mask, okay. It's 15 yards, and that adds a long.
Oh, so it was on them. It wasn't on us.
Long 15 yards on to Tyler's nice run back.
Yeah, that puts us well inside the 20.
That'll be enough for another Warrior.
Oh, the voice of Brian Lake is it's like fresh caramel on that fall Macintosh apple. I tried to get through it.
Oh, fumble.
We on it? Yeah.
Looks like
Who fumbled, Brock?
Brock was, no, it was a bad snap connection there. Purdue just didn't get the ball quite in his hands. But
it was from the center to the quarterback?
Yeah. He tried to get it back. And
Are you sure it was at Purdue or was it Summers?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was
wasn't.
Summers.
It was Summers.
Purdue's coming in now.
My bad. So just a bad connection there. And luckily, Brock Nauman saw it on the ground and jumped on it.
So that's going to make it 2nd and 12 now. And Noah Purdue, the freshman, is now in under center. Here comes a pitch to Eli Wright. He's waiting on his blocker to get to the outside. Nice job of tackling there by number 4.
That's Patterson.
And that was Patterson. I'm telling you, it's Patterson and Stuckey on the end of just about everything. Those guys are involved in everything.
I bet you'll probably see them in some other sports who play Cambridge.
Yeah,
as athletic as those two guys are.
I would agree with that statement. There's your end zone, Cam. I'll mention it every time I say it.
Yeah, you do.
Bird's eye view. That's what it would look like if you were a bird sitting on one of the goalposts. If you wanted to know.
I always wondered.
Yep, that's what it would be. 43 seconds to go, 3rd and 15. Is that right? I guess so.
Oh, fumble.
And that fumble went right back up into his hands, and this has not been the possession of what Coach Knuckles would say would be his cleanest group of.
It's going to be 4th and about 12, and I'll say that at this point, this part of the field, we just go ahead and go for it.
I think we'll go for it. The
ball's on the 20.
Question is, will it be a run play or will it be a pass? I still think we'll run.
See what old Coach Hansen has in that bag of tricks.
Hey, I saw right way collision in the scrolling down by the quarter. I want to mention this. They are our athletic department corporate sponsors down there scrolling along. And right way collision right now, if you hit a deer, you get a turkey. So if you bring your car in and you've hit a deer, you get a turkey.
You keep the deer too. You have a lot of meat.
Well, I don't.
That's the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the quarter, and that's the end of that conversation. We'll be back here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Back here out of that break. And it will be the 4th and 12 on the 20-yard line for the Warriors. You all right? Got to get these guys.
The little guys are excited about the game, and look at that harvest moon over there coming through those trees.
Yeah, I can. You don't have to point at it. I can see it. Thanks for letting me know where it was located. I can clearly see it
in the sky.
Who sang Harvest Moon? Or was that an
Neil
album?
Young?
Yeah, that was Neil Young's album, I think.
I don't know. Sounds like it should be if it wasn't. Here's that big 4th down play.
Here we go. Let's see what happens. Grayson Mealy in motion. See if he can get a blocker to the outside, and he doesn't have, and they've got him from behind. That one
he wanted a horse collar, but they're saying he had enough of the jersey. Grayson's getting a white hat and getting the conversation.
Yeah.
Explaining to him why it wasn't a horse collar.
And that's going to be a turnover on downs, but, man, even when you watch it over again, kind of looked like he got him. Oh, well, good defense there by the Lincoln Eagles, and they'll take over here 1st and 10 on the 21. Let's see if the Warriors can get a little bit of chaos here in the looks like Coach Knuckles is still asking about the horse collar, too, on the sideline.
Yeah.
The head tilt means I don't like the answer. And then usually at that point, officials, if they don't have the correct call, they'll make it up. 1st and 10. And that's a handoff, and we are in there and all over it. A host of Warriors, Godby, Whitworth.
Good job.
Owen Long, you name it, they were in there.
Snuffed that one right out. Looked like he was going to drop back and maybe pass and handed it off, and we're not fooled.
So as we mentioned, football sectional next week here at Wes-Del, hosting Tri. Should be a good one. If you can't make it, we'll bring it to you on the Wes-Del Sports Network. 2nd and 11, ball on the 20. Last play, loss of 1. Patterson with the snap, drop back, and here comes pressure from Powers. That one away, and it is caught, but there's a flag. It might be a late hit.
It's either going to be a late hit, and if that's the case, it'll be added on. If not,
it
could be a hold.
I think it's a hold. Whitworth was clapping. He feels like he was held. Let's see what the call is. It is a hold on them, so Whitworth knew it. He started clapping right away.
That's coming right back.
Patterson can put something on it. And if that was Stuckey again, wasn't it?
Yes.
And if Stuckey can get open, which he's been able to, it's been the Patterson to Stuckey show. This is going to take him back a bit.
Every once in a while you see a Stuckey's out there still. A restaurant, truck stop.
Yeah, those are a good place to pull in and throw some groceries down your neck.
Yeah.
And let Fred out. And
also clean out your system real good.
oh, yeah.
Covered and smothered.
Number 23, your shower's ready.
Yeah. That's what you'll hear at Stuckey's. Not a sponsor, but could be.
Should be. 10:38 to go. To second and 21 now.
Back to throw again.
Here comes some pressure
Almost
again.
from his end zone.
And Powers has got some pressure. Here comes, and he just kind of throws that away. And that's a flag. I believe that's intentional grounding.
Well, he didn't get it back to the.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
No, they're calling something. Oh, he says, okay. Now I got it.
See what their
There was
explanation is.
There was a lot of flags.
Ineligible man downfield.
I don't.
He took so long that he didn't throw that ball far enough.
Yeah,
so
and one of the linemen got down too far.
Yep. If you're Coach Knuckles and you've already got him back this far, you probably just decline it and take the down.
Yeah, that's a good point.
This just brings up third down. You've already got him back, pinned back there pretty far.
Keep him back, way back. 3rd and 21. They're on the 10. Again, I always talk about the 3rd and 4th downs for us. Sometimes have been a killer. It's almost like we fall asleep and they pop off a big one, but I don't know. Look at that picture. Mr. Producer is going to win a cinematography award.
That's the only chance of an award we have.
Oh, we're not getting anything for announcing. 3rd and 21, 10:26 to go. Here's the ball away. Patterson's probably going to be looking for Stuckey. Fires it over the top.
Grayson
Mealy intercepts it, and he falls down, but he did get the interception.
Good hands right there. On drop back, read the quarterback's eyes as the linebacker. Gets both hands up on there and makes a great interception.
And when he was punching the ground because he thought, well, if I catch this and go.
Pick six.
It's maybe. So under the eye of a harvest moon, the interception is made. Man, I'm getting really good.
It sounds like an Edgar.
You sure we're not going to win an award?
It sounds like the start of an Edgar Allan Poe.
Let me get my pen out.
Yeah.
'Twas the
fortnight between
under the eve of the harvest moon while I sat upon the Davenport.
Noah Purdue, the quarterback.
Reese Mealy. It's off to Brock Nauman. He breaks one. Here's Brock. He's in. And that is a touchdown. And is that 3 for Brock tonight? I think that's the 3rd one for Brock.
I think so too. And that definitely gets. It was a pursuit angle game right there. And
they're running for that pylon.
He ran out of real estate, and they got there at the same time, and Brock won that one.
So, under the twilight of a beautiful harvest moon,
Brock Nauman
on tonight.
Never too soon.
On a fortnight as of tonight.
See if he can.
He has the hat trick.
If we can give it to him right here up the gut, and we sure. I mean,
he's getting shoved from behind. Ooh, a little extra. A little extracurricular there at the end.
Able to score.
28-8. 10-14 still left in this first half, and it's 28-8. Folks, we'll be back with you on the Wes-Del Sports Network. It's the hunter's moon. I had heard, and you know what? You're wrong because it is. No, Brittany's right. Let me clarify. She's right. You're wrong. It is a hunter's moon. Look it up. I heard about it.
Great. Congratulations.
But it's hunting season, baby.
It's gonna be hard. Listen,
don't take it so hard. Don't take it so hard.
Listen, you call what you want at your house. At my house, it's a harvest moon.
My house, it means time to shut my eyes.
Oh, he's down. Once that knee goes down in high school, you're down, even if you're not touched.
Under the twilight of a hunter's moon. I'm going to get that done. I'm going to go home this weekend and craft that.
Why don't you go home and talk to yourself?
I'm going to come back and give it to Mr. Producer and let him.
He's an English major.
He's an English major. He'll edit it. Be on the lookout, folks, for the Wes-Del Sports Network Book of Poetry.
Coming out soon.
Well, don't give it soon. May take a while.
I know a couple
about
from high school. I don't think I'm allowed to say.
I know some about.
I don't think we'll put those in the book.
I know one I won't say that you told me about a Coke. Ethnic food and a Coke.
Back to the game.
10-12 to go. Hey, I got an update, too. Brock's got 4 touchdowns. That's confirmed from the Denny household. It
has to be his dad because I don't think Kai can count the 4.
No, he never got. No, he can't. But Dennis Denny, I think, is probably saying it's 4. And if that's the case, I'm not going to dispute that. And I think they're right because I can't think of anybody else that had another touchdown. So Warriors in pursuit. A lot of pressure coming. And they're after him again, and he has to get rid of it once again. Now, I'll give Patterson credit. He's looking to make sure they're in the flag. I'll give him credit. He waits till the last minute and then is smart enough to get rid of that. For a sophomore quarterback, he does have some poise when he's being pursued. I'll give him that. But just the other thing is just hard to, when you've got 2 guys bearing down on you, Coach, it's hard to find a receiver.
Yeah, and he's got his head up and eyes down the field the whole time, so he's trying to give it every chance he has. He just ran out of time on that one, and he's smart enough to know to get rid of it, too.
I'll tell you what, that special teams punt return has fired up the old ball coach. He has been bringing some aggressive pressure since then. 3rd and 9. Here they come again, and it's a keeper, and he's got a lot of room, and he is shifty, and he's all over it. Now Tyler Summers will make the tackle. And Noah Patterson with one of the best runs, and that's why he leads. Ooh, it looks like 64 is in some pain, but that's why Patterson leads the team in passing and rushing.
Yeah, that was a great run. You know, he's such a, like you said, talented passer back there that you have to kind of hold your own. So those guys in the middle have to, if they're not blitzing, they have to really, it kind of puts them out of pause. That time he just tucked it and ran, and boy, he did make a nice couple cuts there.
8:53 to go. It's been a long half, folks. But it's been a good one. And back to pass again. A lot of pressure coming from Luke Powers. That one over the top, and that's
number 20.
That's 20, a different receiver.
Yeah, that's Carson Hawk.
And we talked about Carson Hawk. He has also got 6 receiving touchdowns, so he's his other target.
Yeah, he made the play right at the first down marker there and was able to lean forward and pick it up.
I will say for the Warrior defense, passing teams have always had a little bit of an edge, and I don't know exactly why, but it has been one where we've been much more comfortable defending the run than defending the pass. So Lincoln knows that, and here comes a run, and as we mentioned, we're all over it.
Well, I think one of the things is we're so strong up front right now that I think that the running game is something that we can handle. We're young in those spots in the back, in our corner spots and our safety spots. We've got some young guys back there, and even guys that aren't necessarily young in grade or young in experience.
Right.
So that sometimes can cause some problems, especially when you get a guy that can throw the ball as well as Patterson can.
Yeah, Patterson can get it. I'm telling you, he gets
he's got a live arm.
He gets a little bit more help up front, and this could be a tough team in a couple of years. lot of pressure coming. That one's up in the air, and that is not caught. That was Hawk.
Mason Davis in coverage there.
There was so much pressure coming from Eli Wright and I believe Luke Powers that Patterson knew he had to get rid of it. And he kind of threw it up there.
Luke Powers got a high motor tonight, doesn't he? He's back there going.
And, of course, when you're an underclassman on senior night, all you want to do is win this one for your seniors. And, obviously, for the seniors, they want to go out on top. So you'll get that. You also get you know how it gets a lot of emotion also. A lot of emotion. Now, he gets behind. And that one is dropped, number 24. And that was Caden Alvarez.
He actually didn't, and he's only a freshman. He did a nice job of coming back to the ball. It just got up on him a little quick, and he didn't come down with it.
4th and 9. You're sitting at the 50-yard line, so do you go for it?
We're about to find out.
I think they're going for it. 4th and 9.
Got a timeout. Looks like maybe a
Reset the clock. Dan Campbell would go for it.
Yeah, I like Dan Campbell. I enjoy watching them play.
Well, they are dangerous.
They're fun to watch.
Here we go. 4th down. It looks like they are going to go for it with 7:26 to go.
Three receivers to the right side here. See if they'll probably run this double. It's an in pattern, double in pattern.
Ooh. I don't know if there's going to be anything called there.
Oh,
and that one is
just overthrew him, luckily for us, because he was open.
And that will be a turnover on downs. Big stop by the Warriors and the old ball coach's defense. And here comes the offense.
The pressure again bothering him.
You know, I'm seeing a couple of new guys look like they're coming out there for us.
Okay.
Yeah, number 67, Drake Fowler. He's out there on the line. At least I haven't seen. Drake's been working in a little bit, but I haven't seen him this early, so he's out there. Hopefully that's just I don't see anybody that would be out. Looks like Drake's.
Looks like we're getting, Luke Powers is getting some work done over here.
Okay, so Drake's in there fixing.
Just retaping maybe something.
Working the hole there for him. Here's.
Back to throw.
He got drilled from behind. That was a pass.
Yes, it was. Back to throw there.
Have they called it incomplete?
Yeah, they should have.
Okay.
Clock stopped. Yes.
That is, I tell you what, for a young freshman quarterback, that is.
Welcome to varsity football, right
there.
there.
That is a blindside. If they call this a fumble, then I'm gonna politely disagree. He was in the throwing motion. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, you don't fumble at 10 yards at forward.
No.
They're talking about it though. Makes me a little nervous.
There's no way that you can fumble it 9 yards forward unless your motion is a throwing motion.
Here we go. We're getting to get the
this is not
call.
This is not going to be good. And I'm going to have to let me count to 10. All right, thank you, gentlemen.
Now we got a flag.
What do we have a flag for?
I don't know what the flag's for, but we do know it's an incomplete pass.
Was it on our sideline?
I don't know. We're going to find out. We'll see. Well, let's give him a chance here.
I'm trying. I don't.
Listen, we got a game next week. Coach Knuckles is asking about it.
But how late was the flag?
Well, I think.
Did he just go, I want to be involved?
Well, here's what I'm going to tell you.
I want to be involved.
Here's my explanation.
Okay.
Once they rule this an incomplete pass and a forward pass, not
then
a
he
fumble,
makes the call because it was an ineligible receiver. I get you.
Then he can call it.
I'll give him that. When I'm wrong, and it's a lot. All right. 1st and 15 then, ball on the 45. No, Purdue, tough kid. He's still out there.
That's offsides on us, false start. Carter Flame took off just a little early on that one.
Well, let's just see how many yards we can penalize ourselves on 1st down.
Yeah, that one was self-inflicted.
Well, those stinking pink socks are easy to see when they start moving.
Yeah, that one came back to haunt him a little bit with the quick feet.
Well, those pink socks are hard to not see. So that'll be 1st and 20, and we're back on the 40. So let's just break off a big run. How about that? Let's just break off a big run on 1st down.
And the Kit Kat bar.
Give me a run. Give me a run. Break me off a piece of that big time run. Man, I should go pro. And there we go. Eli Wright.
Eli Wright.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
That's a nice way to pick up a big chunk of that on
about
1st down.
8 or 9 yards on that first one.
So get another run like that, and you leave yourself a manageable 3rd down.
You a big Kit Kat guy?
Yeah, I like Kit Kats.
Yeah.
I saw one the other
Did
day.
you say Kit Kats or Kitty Cats?
I don't like kitty cats. I'm not a cat person, but those of you that are, hey, more power to you.
Shocking
You
that
like
you're
to have well, listen, if you want a box full of poop in your house, have it. But that's not me. I don't just. It's not.
We have
not
a
cat
box
person.
full of poop in our house, but we don't have a cat.
There goes the Emmy. Sounds like you might want to look into that. Timeout.
2nd and 12.
I think that's good
We're
time
gonna
for us to
take a
take a timeout.
And we're back here after the feline follies. Hey, Coach, now's a good time to talk about the cheerleaders.
All right. Nevaeh Bevelheimer, Hayden Browning, Valerie Clark, Victoria Clark, Bailey Combs, Ansley Draper, Isabella Koger, Nevaeh Kopschow, Gracie Penrod, Kylie Proctor, Kirsten Ronan, Nevaeh Scott, Letty Watt, Ava Whitmire, Jenna Woodson, coached always by Tori Purdue. And they're doing a great job down there tonight.
Doing a fantastic job. They've got the October pink, as you mentioned, with the pom-poms and the ribbons. And we've got the pink. The guys got pink gloves out there, some of them. They got pink socks. They got
pink shoelaces.
I was just lucky we just used other people's helmets back in the day. Remember when they used to dump out the Army bag at baseball and it just had the helmets that everybody wore?
Yeah, everybody wore. Shared lice.
That one's off to Grayson
Grayson
Mealy.
Mealy.
He's got a lot of room coming around the end, trying to get tackled. And down he goes,
there
and that's a big.
Horse collar.
And they threw in another horse collar. Well, he didn't get it last time, but he got it this time.
Yeah, it's going to add on to the end of that run. I kept hoping that Carter would keep his shoulders and not turn his body a little bit and get an illegal block there, and he didn't. Did a nice job of staying in legal position.
So big pickup there on 2nd down. This should. And that's going to add the 15. Here's the replays. You see Grayson getting around the end, and it was 20, and that's I believe Carson Hawk who.
They have that play. They have that in there so that you can protect the players from getting hurt. That much force coming backwards, even though it's hard to bring a guy like Grayson down, that much force can blow a guy's knee out, ankle problems, all kinds of things that can happen to you. So they've put that rule in several years ago.
Here we go. On 1st and 10. Grayson in motion. That's off to Brock Nauman. Brock still churning those legs. He's got 3 or 4 guys he drags with him before he's finally brought down. And Brock waiting for big 70.
Yeah.
Old number 70 there. That's Charles Wadsworth.
Made the hit.
And it took Chuck Wadsworth a minute to get up.
He was in on that big hit.
He was. Great tackle by Charles. Charles is a senior. It doesn't have weights on here, and it doesn't have heights, which is unique for a football team not to have that.
Ours doesn't either.
Oh, I guess all of a sudden we're worried about it. This one off to
Grayson
Grayson.
again. He's
Grayson
going to
coming
get
up the middle.
That guy
and he
number 20.
is
Number 20 wants no part of that tackle.
in for the touchdown. Grayson Mealy.
Ole.
And that makes it 34-8.
It's a good thing you got the lights fixed because we've used them a lot tonight. Yeah.
You're right. 20 looked at him and saw him get ready to put his head down and was like, okay, I'll just go ahead and let this go.
I don't think I'm going to stop this, so I'm just going to get out of the way. Live to fight another day.
34-8. And, folks, if you're looking at your watch and saying, are they still in the first half?
Yes, we are.
We are.
A lot of scoring and a lot of throwing from Cambridge City. Not so much from our side, but a lot of scoring on our side.
Here we are on first down. Or, excuse me, this is going to be a two-point conversion. I don't know what I'm thinking.
It's going to be rock now. Oh, no, we're going to throw it.
It's up.
Intercept.
And it's, nope, they dropped it.
Dropped. Tried to throw that up to Jonah Whitworth, and
it's 34-8. We'll take a quick one. We'll be right back here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And back here, out of the break, love to always remind you of our corporate sponsors bringing you the Wes-Del Sports Network action into your home. Star Financial Bank, the Van Mater Reed Caldwell Banker Real Estate Team, American Pest, Star Rocket, Media, Budget Blinds, and Dowling Dumpster Rentals.
before I forget, let me wish you a good luck to our cross-country team tomorrow. They're off to sectional. Be running that over at Indiana Wesleyan's home course right there in Marion.
That's a nice facility.
It's a nice course. Been there several times. And
have you ran it?
no, I ran around it a few times.
Okay.
Not the whole course.
Oh, that was taken by the up guy there.
Nice hands.
And tackle made. Nice tackle made. That is going to be, I believe, Brock Nauman with the tackle. So, yes, we wish our cross-country team the best of luck.
The boys are currently on paper, talking to Mr. Lamb about it today. The boys on paper, now it's just on paper, and it's kind of deceiving. We are ranked sixth right now.
But I have a question. Is that on paper?
It's on paper.
Okay.
We are sixth right now ranked, and the top five get out. But what you know about cross-country is those 4, 5, 6, and 7 guys can make all the difference. And if one of those guys has a great day and can pass a few guys, you can get yourself right into a regional. So
right.
we have a good shot to get to regional. We're going to have to run well, but Coach Lamb thinks we are poised and ready for that. We also have a chance.
It looks like a hold on Luke Powers. It looked like a hold. Oh, man.
That's close to being a block in the back. I think they just ran into each other.
Yeah, but I don't know. I thought Luke was being held. Anyway, good luck to the cross-country team. Hope that we have a day and that they can get out. But
we don't have a full team on the girls' side, so those girls will be running as individuals, but they also have the opportunity to run well, get over there, and get yourself as an individual to regional.
And if you didn't tune in last week, we were able to tell you that our young Paskowitz was a middle school state champion.
Yeah, they're going to honor her at halftime here.
Awesome. And let's see, that was a first down for Lincoln. And now they fire over.
Oh, Grayson's
again. Got an interception.
Uh-oh.
He's got a chance if he
Brock's
can get a
getting out front of
blocker.
him.
He needs a blocker.
Look at him.
He's got it. He is gone. It's a pick six for 44.
Oh, we got to watch that one again.
And
replay. I'm telling
we
you,
hit
watch number 4, the quarterback. Brock Nauman is going to come right at him to block him. He wants Grayson to get this so bad, and 4 says, nope, I don't want any part of it. He said, no way. He put his hands up and said, no.
He said, no way. And that was awesome by number 29. Brock just got out and said, this one's going. And I will say Brock and Grayson have had a great relationship, and it was neat to see that. He wanted the senior to get it on senior night, and a great job by the whole team.
Two things I'll say about that. That's great coaching and guys like Grayson listening to the scouting report.
Absolutely.
That's too good. That makes you so proud as coaches.
And they're going to go for 2 as they have all year long. It's now 40-8.
I don't know if they better give it to Grayson because he might not have any energy left.
Yeah,
to get it
and
in.
that's Brock, and he is in and still standing. Hang on, we got a guy. He's up. He was down for a second, but he's up. So the Warriors with a 42-8 lead with 4:47 left to go in the first quarter, and it's been all Wes-Del. We'll be back with you on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And the Warriors extending this one. Coach, they're getting to that point where if they can keep it going, it might be a running clock in the second half.
Yeah, and as slow as this first half has been, that would probably speed the game up a little bit. Not that we want to get out of here, just when you've got teams like that throwing so much and this much scoring, it really slows the game down.
Well, and Hannah is probably at home just making sure she writes down what Mike owes.
Yeah.
So, ever since Mike made the challenge, we've been putting the points up.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, we'll take it. And that one is going to be returned and a tackle made. The ball came out. The ball came out, and I can't see who has it.
It came out. Oh, we're going to see. They're calling him down. That was close. They're going to say he was down.
And I would tell our guys, don't argue it. We have a 42-8 lead.
Good play to rip that out of there. I think it was Reno maybe that ripped it out.
If we look at him, if he was down, his elbow was down. So if they count the elbow?
Yeah, elbow, knee.
The elbow was down.
But any part of that body is down, you're down.
Yep. So, the argument from the stands might be, well, he was still on top of a guy, but his elbow was definitely down before the ball came out. And listen, we went back to New York, and New York has confirmed it. So
there's a couple guys that I don't think are real happy about it. I'm not going to say who, but one of them has a backwards hat on.
Yeah, well,
he just told him.
He
just told him that's enough.
He's juiced up ever since.
Oh,
that one was almost a fumble, and
it
is fumbled now, and I think they're on top of it. But that ball came out, and it actually improved the yardage for them by the recovery. That was number 24. That is, I believe, Alvarez, who fell on that one. Yeah, Caden Alvarez, and it actually picked up about 3 or 4 after the fumble.
A couple of times they've had some interesting handoff and the exchange.
Really high. It's been really high up around the
The exchange
not in the
hasn't
bread
been great.
basket, but more up around the neck area.
Yep. Back to throw.
Back to throw. That one's away, and it is there's a penalty.
Yeah, it's going to be a late hit on Grayson.
I didn't see it. I was watching the ball.
Yeah, it's going to be personal foul. Roughing the passer. That'll add on. That'll get a first down after the penalty. 15 yards. Now they can take the play.
Yeah, you got to wonder if so. Is it the spot of the foul? It isn't, is it?
Yeah.
Is
yes.
it? So
they'll take the play.
Yeah, first down.
Well, actually, they're adding it on to the end of the run, so I guess it does make more sense. A personal foul it wouldn't be enough of a penalty to be a spot foul.
Yep. Well, I didn't see it. It must have been a hit because 4 is not thrilled.
I saw it.
I mean,
it didn't bring one flag. It brought 2.
So it was late enough to get that.
Well, it was from behind. It was more of a hard shove.
Yeah. Well, he's got to watch that because you get 2 personal fouls, I think you're done.
Well, the one thing you want to make sure is that number 4 did you a favor there, Grayson. He didn't try to tackle you on the last one.
Yeah, no kidding.
Give this guy a break. Just kidding.
Yeah.
It's just one of those plays. He'll be fine. He'll watch himself. I think it's unsportsmanlike.
Oh, that gets you that?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a
And finally finished, but he picked up about 2. There was a lot of action to get 2
Yeah,
yards.
it was a hard-working 2 yards.
464. That guy, they keep helping. They keep patting him. That is.
Yeah, he's the one that went out earlier with a little bit of a leg or was limping a little bit early.
Yeah, he's been worked out. And
You can tell he's grinding it
that's
out.
Justin Driscoll. He is grinding this game out. Here they are, 2nd and 8. Ball's away, looking to pass.
Oh, he's got pressure from behind.
He's got pressure, and that
They
was
called
pass.
it.
That's pass. That's offensive pass interference. He shoved the defender to catch the ball.
Summers is asking him.
It was offensive pass interference. You cannot. I mean, I don't. Okay, I'm not going to argue it at 42-8, but
Tyler is, and he's just asking what's
I mean,
an offensive.
I don't know if you saw it, but
I did.
he
see it.
pushed him.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's a great way to get open in basketball, but I don't think you're allowed to do that in football.
I don't think you can in basketball either.
If they don't see it, it's not a foul.
Well, he wasn't in good position to see it. It was only like 2 feet from him.
They're
That's gonna be
spreading
a false
things
start.
out. Yeah, that'll
That's
be
a
a
false start.
5-yard penalty. That false start?
No,
Nah,
I believe him.
Well, let's see.
There's a
Yeah, that's
that's
an offensive pass
probably
interference.
a pass interference.
Wow, did you do that? You didn't touch the that Mr. Producer did
No,
that.
that was me.
No, you didn't. You did not hit the replay button.
3:09 left in the first half. Halftime show will be with Coach Knuckles again. Able to sit down with him. It'll be the last one of the year.
That ball is away, and that hit.
Knocked down. It's going to be pass interference. On
The
Grayson.
ball hit Grayson in the helmet before the pass interference.
I think they're going to call. He was not turned. I think what they'll say is he wasn't turned back looking at the ball. That's what they're going to. My guess. We'll see. But talk about a lot of pressure. Jonah Whitworth put all kinds of pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback took a big hit.
Well, it shouldn't be that hard to make the call then.
Well, maybe I could be wrong. Let's
I
see.
mean-
Here we go.
Well, he's got to ask him, so it's definitely on us.
Replay the down. Replay the down. It's like it never happened. Illegal man downfield on the offense. Pass interference on the defense.
Nothing happened.
That play,
Never
you
existed.
wipe it from your memory.
Men in black.
Yes. So that'll leave it first down and 15.
And we'll do this one again. 3:03 to go. There's in motion. And now it's going to be a quarterback keeper. And he's just going to run out of bounds after a gain of 2.
Yeah, I'd say probably 2 yards. Good news is it stopped the clock.
I was just thinking, this is the longest half I've ever seen. It's 8:30.
I just want us to hold them here so that we can get to a
Hold that tiger.
running clock situation at some point.
Situation. That's a full-fledged hunter's moon right there.
Yeah, it is at your house.
And they got them spread again. A lot of heat coming.
there comes.
A lot of heat coming.
He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but
Keep looking for Whitworth. That was Whitworth and Nauman. I got in there. The heat was coming from Eli Wright,
yes.
and he was coming fast and hard. So the old ball coach decides, hey, let's send
Let's do a corner blitz
let's
here.
do a little corner blitz action. Down on the corner blitz. Out in the street. Man, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I remember that you weren't in choir.
Mrs. Turley. Yeah, I had Mrs. Turley.
So did I.
Yeah. We weren't that far off. Oh, a heck of a catch. Did he catch that? That's a heck of a catch.
Nice catch.
That's number 7. That is. That's Jack Patton. The general.
That'll bring up 4th and at least gets them an opportunity to be more manageable than they were. Not great for us, but that was a really good catch.
Yeah, coming back to the ball and laying out for that. Nice catch.
That's 4th and I would say 7 or 6, but.
Well, they're going to say, yep, they changed it on the board. 7. 4th and 7, ball in the 17. Let's see if they get an open receiver. They've got a throw in the corner, and it's incomplete.
That was a great pass.
And it was a great pass. He put it to the outside shoulder, away from the defender. The only guy that could get to it would be the receiver, and that was good.
That was a really well-thrown pass. Nothing that the quarterback could have done any better on that play.
And we take over 1st and 10. And here comes Young Purdue with 1:37 to go. We'll see what we do with it. And we are in our running formation.
Yeah, I think Coach Knuckles just want to get to halftime.
Well, you would, yeah. I mean, it's been a while since we've even thought about halftime. That one is handed off, and it is Grayson Mealy with it, and he is still twisting and going.
Zach DeWitt was going to carry him, it looked like.
And I couldn't tell if it was a first down. I believe it is. It is. And the clock is a-running.
Once they get that ball set, the clock will start up again, and it does. So if you're Coach Hansen over there, you get a big chunk on first down. You're going to see what you get here on second. Might be a little more aggressive.
And that one is Grayson again, and he bounces to the outside. And now he's got one guy to beat, and there's a flag again.
It's going to come back. That's going to be a hold on Eli Wright. I don't know if that was necessarily a hold. It almost looked like a pancake block. I don't know that this guy on the sideline here is going to be probably having dinner with any of our coaches here anytime soon, but that one, I don't know. I'd like to see that one again.
I bet he's got a 4A sectional, too.
Well, you never know. These guys are doing the best they can.
You're stepping on my you've got it all.
You're twisting it around my leg.
I'm not doing it on purpose. I'd like to twist it around your neck.
Well, at least I'll go under a harvest moon.
You do whatever. I know you're come from a deep agricultural family, so I understand why you call it a harvest moon.
I was born in Long Beach.
This one away, and this is Brock with it, and he's dragging people, and we're under a minute now.
I know who wants to get to halftime quickly, and that's number 64.
Yeah.
He needs a break. Poor kid.
Yep.
Playing both sides of the ball and right up there in the front of the line.
I think we're just going to we're going to run this last play and let this thing be done. This one is off, and that is Owen Long with it, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds, which should stop the clock, which is not what anybody was wanting, but good run there by Owen. .23 seconds to go. Warriors have it now, and the handoff is to Eli Wright, and he is working his way.
I think you'll see that be our last play. Well, no, Coach Nuck's calling the timeout.
Wow. And we're going to stay with it. 13 seconds to go. Coach Nuck taking the timeout to obviously pursue. You know, I saw this the other night. Well, it was just last night when. Did you see that? The Saints took a timeout?
No, I was watching the Yankees.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was back and forth, though. I had a fantasy. Denver was my defense.
Yeah, that was a bad game. I didn't really care for that.
It was a bad game, but they took a timeout with 4 seconds left in the first half, and then they came out and kneeled.
And
everyone was booing.
I guess they wanted to talk about it.
I guess. Yes, they did.
Coach Nuck would like to get one more point.
I just got,
we're at 34 right
everybody's a critic. Steve Dowling just texted me and he goes, "What did you do with the money that your mom gave you for singing lessons?" Everybody's a critic.
Didn't spend it on lessons, but down D's Grocery.
I did spend a lot of it at D's Grocery.
Just poured my own head.
You wonder why I got in trouble in middle school. Every morning I had a Mountain Dew and a Twinkie, like I was all jacked up by the time I got started. Owen Long, and that is a tackle from behind. I tell you what, they do they're one of the teams that does the most tackling from behind with grabbing the jersey. And that's going to be it for our first half. It's going to go to halftime, 42-8. I'm going to get some tea, some honey on my voice, and I'm going to sing for you.
Please don't.
Okay, I won't. And we're going to be back here, and we're going to cut right into the coaches' show here after about a minute or two break. So if you've got a chance to let the cat out and go use the restroom. And we're back here getting ready for our halftime show. But just to give you a recap, it has been all Wes-Del in the first half, and a lot of that was Brock Nauman with 4 rushing touchdowns coming off of a performance a few weeks ago where he had, 8 in the game?
Yeah.
So you talk about a kid who's putting it together, but a lot of that goes to the line who are doing their job and blocking and doing a great job downfield. In fact, I'd say, Coach, they're blocking so hard, some of them are getting penalized because they're working on that. So we've had a touchdown called back. I think we've had actually 2 touchdowns called back, but we've also had 2 interceptions, 1 for a pick six, and just a lot of things have happened. And for Lincoln, it was the punt return that got them on the board early. So in the first half, it really, when you look at your keys of the game, run was one of the main ones, and I think that's pretty much what we've done.
Yeah, we've done a great job of pushing the ball down the field with the run and pretty much had our way with it. Brock, after a tough week last week against, we scored a lot of points, but Brock was held in check a little bit. They keyed in on him. He's done a good job of breaking right back out of that slump and punched it right back into the end zone. So, yeah, just happy for the guys so far, but it's 2 halves. That's one of the things Coach will talk about because it's a mentality going into sectional. You won't be playing your best football. I feel like we are, but you want to make sure that you don't slack off and, no put down here to Cambridge City at all. But what Coach Nuck would like to do is get one more point, get to that 35-point mark, and get the clock running.
And the other thing is it gives him a good opportunity to put some of the other guys in, let them play because the JV season's over, and it gets them time to get in there, which he's been able to do the last few weeks. So,
right.
But you had a chance to sit down with Coach Knuckles and talk a little bit. So give us a little preview going into this one.
Well, it was a little bit about the seniors and a little bit about some of the past games that we've played, look back, and then look at tonight's game and talk a little bit about Cambridge. But then we did mention the sectional draw. So we were able to cover quite a bit of topics in a short period of time. So it was, our last one of the year because we won't really be able to do one next week, being an IHSAA broadcast. But it's always good, and I really appreciate Coach Nuck and Biff. Runs all those halftime. So really appreciate both those guys taking time out and sitting down with me every week and doing those.
Well, let's take you to it. Here it is. It's the senior night Coach's Show is Coach Mack sitting down with Coach Knuckles.
Hello and welcome to the halftime show. I'm Coach McLaughlin here with Coach Knuckles. Coach, it's been a little while since we were able to get together. We had fall break, and so we missed a coach's show. And so before we move on to this past week's game against Union County, let's go all the way back to our last home game versus Park Tudor. Park Tudor was a really good team coming in at the record at the time of 4-2, and had played a team that we played earlier in the year, Greenwood Christian, really well. In fact, beat them fairly handily. So we knew they were a good quality team, and we knew that they were something to be reckoned with. And we went out there and did some really nice things. I'll let you elaborate on some of those things, but able to come out with a nice victory against Park Tudor here at home.
Yeah, that was a great night, really, for everybody. It was our youth night. We celebrated them at half. But our guys really showed up and played a really good game. Like you said, Park Tudor was really good coming in. They're very explosive offensively. We knew we could move the ball a little bit on them. I don't know if we expected to do quite what we did, but it was a great crowd, so I'm hoping a lot of people saw that. But just the physicality our kids played with that night, that was what I think really set us apart.
Well, and we'd be if we didn't mention this, we'd probably be doing a disservice to a young man who set several school records that night. And I know that the first thing that he will mention is his front line, but Brock Nauman had maybe the game of Wes-Del ever of his life for sure, but of a Wes-Del football player, and the fact that he was able to score 8 touchdowns and over 300 yards rushing.
309 yards rushing. Yeah, it was a special night for him.
Wow.
Offensively and defensively too. People talk about his offense. He had, I think, 8 tackles and a TFL on defense. And you're right. I mean, he quoted, and they had him quoted in the paper. He was giving all his props to his O-line and our backs that were blocking for him. They did a great job, but you don't get 8 touchdowns without doing a little bit yourself. He had a really good night.
Well, yeah, and that's an understatement to say 8. Some guys, and a lot of guys would say 8 touchdowns for a season is a really good year. To have 8 touchdowns in the game, wow, what a night. And again, that all goes back to coaching, getting everybody in the right position, getting your guys to buy in, then your line doing their job, your lead backs doing their job, and everybody has to do well on a night like that for somebody to have success. So really excited for him, but as much for him as for the whole team in general. It was just a really fun night, and I know you were excited about the whole way that whole game played out.
Yeah, it was a great night for everybody, and we had 3 guys rush for over 100 yards. We knew they were going to get some shots defensively against us. They're very explosive, but very proud of how those guys played that night.
Well, that leads us to the next game, which was a road game at Union County. We go to Union County knowing that we are now the favorite, and what a great way to kind of say where the program is at this point, where you're going into games now as the favorite, and you're as a coach, that's a great thing, but it also leads to a couple other challenges. We can't just settle for being okay. We have to continue to do what's made us successful, and it also is a different role to play when you're the favorite. I thought we handled ourselves really well at Union County, and we're able to come out of there with a win also.
Yeah, another really good game for them. And, we were missing some guys. It was over fall break. It's always a tough week, really, for everybody in the state. But that game, you think back of how they played against Park Tudor. It's really easy to go into a game like that expecting it to be an easy game,
Right.
But I don't think our kids did. You watch them, they played hard from the beginning, set the tone with our physicality, and, really kind of ran things back from what we had at Park Tudor.
And watching that game, from a fan's point of view, obviously they had done their scouting report. They had everybody they had on defense was going after Brock on every play. So that allowed some of the other plays, especially the outside runs and the end arounds and the things that were getting outside the box to be successful that night. And I thought that was a good testament to our kids being able to adjust and our coaching staff adjusting the game plan a little bit as it went.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows the growth they've had, last couple years, we were pretty one-dimensional with what we were really explosive with. So being able to have a 300-yard rusher one week and then the next week, still rush for close to 500 yards, but that kid only has 40 because they do everything they take away from him. And props to them. They had that game plan. They,
Right.
they went 5 down linemen. They were cutting our offensive linemen, just doing everything they could to make sure that we weren't running it up inside. But our wings played really well. Our linemen, they pulled really well out on the edge. And, that was the first shutout we've had in a few years. So big props to our defense there too.
And a touchdown pass.
And a touchdown pass by Noah Purdue. Absolutely.
That's right. That was exciting too. So that let's go ahead before we move on to this week's game. Let's look at a few clips from last week and the week before.
Yeah, the first one is from Park Tudor, and this game it was hard to pick just one or two because there was a lot of highlights. This one of our runs from Brock Nam, and this was a play. It's our down play. We're actually pulling in motion with our wing, and our backs have been blocking really well. But they're in a kind of a 5 front. They had their outside backers walked up, and we knew that. It's tough to get around the edge some on that, so we were trying to come up or kick out those outside backers and come up underneath. But I picked this clip. I think it just shows a testament of, one, how hard Brock ran, but also you're going to see 2 or 3 pancakes here from some of our linemen and our tight ends. So we bring our motion to the right. Grayson gets a great kick out and drives that number 20 for about 15 yards. And Brock makes a couple kids miss. Really good run by him. And again, just to run it back, you watch there on the edge with Jonah Whitworth and Zach DeWitt at our tackle. Just doing some really good work on some of those down linemen. And again, Brock had one of the best nights probably football wise I've seen here at Wes-Del.
Yes.
We move over to Union County. Like you said, and you can see here, they got 5 guys down in the 3-point stance. They got 2 inside linebackers, really trying to take some tough away. And so we were getting some success with our rockets and our counters out on the edge. But we knew we wanted to, the week before we didn't pass once, and that kind of been a goal, show that we can win a game with just our ground game. But we really wanted to get Purdue some of those good experience passes so that when we get into the sectional time, he has some confidence there. This was one of our play action passes. We ran our rocket motion. And they'd walk their safety down to the box to try to help take away that run, and it just popped open. Summers ran a good route, just kind of stemmed out and then broke right up underneath or right over top of the safety. Purdue got a good ball out there, got popped and pops right back up, but a really good play by them. The last clip we have here, defensively against Union County, we had a pretty specific scouting report. They ran quite a bit of RPOs. And they have a tight end, number 10. He's a sophomore, and he's a great player. So we towards that tight end, we kind of split coverage, and we had Owen Long just shadow him all night and go man coverage on him. And I don't think they've seen a lot of that because those were hitting quite a bit earlier in the season. But on this play, it's as a coach, you're pretty proud because it's exactly what we worked on all week with our scouting report. We knew with that RPO they like to run an arrow route with him, some verticals, but primarily that arrow route, and they get their zone run going away. So Owen Long here, number 5, he's manned up on their tight end. He sees right away that outside breaking route and just jumps it and brings him down for a gain of 0 on one of their probably most successful plays this year.
Yeah, all great plays, and we've been mentioning on the cast that we've been saying Owen Long's name quite a bit more, and that just goes to show the growth and guys getting better as the year goes, and just seeing more and more from different players stepping up and raising their game a little bit.
Yeah, Owen's really kind of shown out these last 4 or 5 weeks. He's grown a lot. He's gotten it to where we can do some different things with him. Early in the season, we probably wouldn't thought a lot about him running man coverage on their best player, but he showed last couple games he's able to do that, and he's a good tackler. And like you said, all of our guys defensively right now we're really showing the growth throughout the season.
So that brings us to tonight's game, senior night at right here at home. It's always bittersweet as a coach. You're passing on those guys are passing the torch kind of on to the younger guys, but it also, is a goodbye as a player for Wes-Del, and then even though we'll talk a little bit here about the sectional draw, it won't be their last game on this field. we know that the season is winding down, and this is the last chance. So senior night's always nice to, have a nice way to kind of pay tribute to those guys that have paid their dues, but it's also bittersweet as a coach.
Yeah, we've talked to our, especially our young guys, a lot this week about how big of a game this is, just for our seniors, and we tell them, you don't realize it until you're there, and I think even some of our seniors don't quite feel it yet, but we've all been there as coaches when we were players, and we see it every year, just how big of an impact sports can have on these kids, and when it comes to fruition on that senior night. It's a big game. We got a lot of good seniors. We're pretty excited with what they've been able to do for this program, and I think our young kids are going to step up and make this a special night for them.
And Cambridge City comes in. We'll be the favorite again. So hopefully that just is another way again to us to show where the program is going, heading, and we're looking for good things. I would say, looking at the scouting report against Cambridge City tonight.
Yeah, they're a pretty pass-heavy team. They have some really good athletes. I think it's going to be another game where we have to win the game of physicality, offensively and defensively. Just make it a smash-mouth football game. Kind of take them out of their comfort zone with some of those passes, and then offensively just kind of ground and pound like we've been. Try to hit a couple of those play-action passes to keep them honest. And we're hoping it's going to be a good night here.
And then finally, we had the sectional draw this week. I'll let you let us know what's going on, but we're excited to know that it's going to be a home game.
Yeah, we drew Tri-High at home. We haven't played them on the schedule for a few years, and it's a matchup we've always kind of liked. They're a pretty good team. They've been ranked in and out of the top 10, top 15 throughout the last few years. They're coming in, I think, 5-3 right now before this Week 9 game. But they're very similar to us. Run the same thing offensively. We both kind of mix it up defensively with the looks we're going to get. But this is going to be a really good competitive game. You're going to see two very physical, strong, athletic teams out there next Friday night for sectional.
And we're happy to say that we will be able to carry that game. The IHSAA gave us permission to cover that game here on the Wes-Del Sports Network, so we'll be able to bring that game to you here, and we're excited about that. But not before we take care of business tonight against Cambridge City.
That's
so
right.
Good luck, Coach, for tonight, and good luck the rest of the year and the upcoming sectional game.
Sir, thank you.
And we are back here at halftime of the Lincoln versus Wes-Del game. Coach, another great sit down with Coach Knuckles. And this
Couldn't help but notice that fall festive decor that Biff had all over the Warrior cast.
I feel like every time I watch it, I'm caught trying to find the new item that's...
Well, this time they're not a sponsor, but could be Cheerios, pumpkin spice Cheerios in the background there.
I don't think I've ever had those.
Yeah, I haven't either, but
Hey,
I don't know if Biff has. He's got
Have
the
you
box
had
of them back there.
Have you had the pumpkin pie blizzard?
I have.
Those are delicious.
Yeah, let's go get one.
I think after the game, I'm in.
All right.
All right. Well, it is almost that time. About 45 seconds before we get into it. It's 42-8, and I do want to talk about a couple of things real quick here that I've gotten written down that I thought would be nice to talk about. This week, I was able to go out, and I want to highlight this. The Petro family has a pond out on Colm Road out there.
Yeah.
And our fifth graders with Mr. Lamb's STEM class created their own fishing lures, 3D printed.
All right.
And they start them on the computer, and you know me and you, we way beyond us already.
Yeah.
And these fifth graders are doing this. And they design the lure, and then on the computer, 3-dimensionally, and then they print it, and then they go out there and they fish with it. And the day we decided to do it was, I can't remember which day that was, earlier this week, was raining and cold.
Okay.
Might have been Monday or Tuesday.
Good day.
Only a couple of bites, but I was told they went back out today, and every class caught a fish with their 3D printed
3D
lures that have the hooks
well,
in
there
them.
we
and
go. We
everything.
can start a little side hustle there with
So
Wes-Del fishing lures.
Mr. Lamb, who's also the cross-country coach that we've mentioned, he's also knocking out of the park with his STEM program down there at the elementary, and it was really fun to see the kids get excited about something they created from start to finish. Little engineers that they are, and were able to make that happen, and they were very excited about it.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. So
Caught the fish and made the
now it's a release.
bait.
It's a catch and
Yeah.
release. Can't keep it.
Wow.
Catch and release.
little engineers that could.
The little engineers that could. Speaking of little engineers that could, Coach, where are we at point-wise? If we get to
We are
35.
at 34 points. We need 1 point for a running clock, so Wes-Del will receive, and we'll see what happens here.
And here's the kick to get us started in the second half, and that one away. And here comes Tyler Summers with it, and he's got a head of steam, and he's got one guy to beat, and a nice tackle made by number 20. That was Carson Hawk, who saved that from being the touchdown that would have put him over the point limit. So the Warriors get great field position here. It looks like it's the 45.
Yeah, right on the 45, and that's where Wes-Del come over and take out over on offense here. And you'd love to see a long, sustained drive end, or it could be a short one, but a sustained drive ending in points here. That's
Sustained drive. I like them.
there we go. It's Brock
Fake
Nauman.
handoff. That one goes to Brock Nauman, who is rumbling, stumbling, and not fumbling. He is across, close to just a yard short, it looks, by the spot.
Picks up 9 on that first down run, and what a great way to start your first drive of the second half. Come out, bust out for 9 yards, and give yourself a lot of different options when it's 2nd and 1.
Number 58 for Cambridge City, Lincoln, coming in to give number 64 a break. That's Braden Hampton coming in. There's Eli Wright in motion. That one
There's a
off to
little bit of
Brock
Brock
Nauman. We're
again.
going the other direction. And now we've got a first down, and we got a eagle down. And I think this is a walk-it-off type of injury, but it's not one that's easily walked off.
That's the number 2. And
No, I don't think that's what happened. But
you don't want anything to Evan Stuckey. I don't want to see that right before
I
sectional.
think it was a number 1.
Well, don't want anything to happen to anybody here rolling into sectional.
No, I think he'll be all right. Yeah, see, he's just got to.
Come out for a play here.
Warriors 1st and 10 on the 29. And
Summers back.
Summers back, a little faked like he was going to go back to pass, and now he is off to the races, and he's out of bounds.
Inside
About-
the 10. Looks like the 5-yard line.
Yeah, about the 5-yard line. Didn't see Summers creep in there and under center, and a little almost wildcat fake there. And he will jog
the
off.
Warrior.
Or are they going to keep him? They're going to keep him. So the senior at quarterback.
Like Indian Summers up. Warrior. It's a stretch for the Warrior, but and it has been warm.
What? Well, back to it, folks. I don't know.
Oh, Summers again.
Summers again, and a fake draw for the quarterback, and they're trying to get him in here on
Oh, he
senior
did.
night, and he is in, and that is a touchdown for the senior Tyler Summers.
Good for him.
And on the QB draw, he makes this one 48-8. That was awesome.
Yeah, back-to-back plays with Tyler Summers leading the way with the running attack.
Thank you, Stacy. We see Stacy and Carly in the live chat there. Say hello to you guys. Cheering on the Warriors.
And we'll see if we get Brock Norman again.
B-Rock. There's Purdue with it. It's a nice camera. Nice shot there by the producer. And it is B-Rock. And B-Rock is in again. It is 50-8.
I'm wondering when the last time that two-point conversion didn't work. When it was Brock. It's been a while.
It's been a while. And it should be 50. Am I not? Am I incorrect?
Yeah, it should be.
All right. Well, we'll take a quick break here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And we're back here.
Kickoff taken by number
Kickoff
20 and
taken
stopped at the
tackle
30.
made by, that was Gillum with the tackle, and he had some help there. I believe Reno was in there with him. Another senior that was Colby New coming in there and helping him
A
out.
couple freshmen making the tackles.
Yeah, Gillum and New. I will say those two have been a bright spot. We've been seeing them more and more, especially in the second half. Colby New's done a nice job of actually stepping in the last few games in some of the secondary and has done a nice job taking over. And then Gillum had a nice touchdown run last week. Clock is running now. It should be a running clock, correct?
Yes. Be running clock the rest of the way.
So here comes Lincoln with it. And we got a penalty,
False
which
start, I would guess, usually, if they blow it dead. Five yards, then it'll stay first down.
how many schools do you think actually have a mic'd up official?
One ace? Not very many.
Not very many. I mean, you're getting it all here. You're getting it all. And the old ball coach still with the hat backwards.
I don't know that it ever comes back around. Once you go backwards, it's not coming back around. It's serious business at that point.
And showing a little bit of Eli Wright looking like a blitz is coming, but I think he kind of
that
faked
was
it out of there.
I'm not sure that
It's
isn't a
coming
broken
to the
play.
sideline, and he is going to be rolling down the sideline. Cuts back inside,
boy.
takes it across the field, and that
It's
will
Summers
be
or him.
a touchdown.
Oh boy! Wow, nice run.
And
That's a big run because that was all the way from the 25-yard line.
now, if you drop back under the number, it doesn't stop the clock.
No,
Yeah.
no. Once that
it's
starts
there.
running clock, it continues the rest
Once
of the
it's
game.
there, it's there. So it's going to be 50-14. I believe they'll go for two. And that was Patterson, the quarterback, with the touchdown for Lincoln.
Great run. Let's give him credit.
A great run. we're back to pass on the 2-point conversion, and that is no good. 50-14. And we'll take a break. Take a look at the end zone camera. Brought to you by Dowling Dumpster Rentals. If you've got some trash to get rid of, Mike Dowling loves trash. Ooh, got the band coming through.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
You know, the one thing I'm happy about is that we scored first on that
yes,
play because that
it would have
35.
Yep.
And it's a great way for the Warriors to end this season and go right into the sectional and get this game over and get healthy.
Listen to that band.
Sounds good.
Tyler Summers with it. And he is
Another
a
run.
shifty guy.
Oh, boy, there's some hard hitting.
Yeah, a lot of guys. That was actually Tyler running into the back of Eli Wright, who ran into number 7. And they go out of bounds. But that ball, that's another good return. That ball's going to be at the 50, maybe the 49. It's a terrible spot, but I always love the officials. So into it on the sideline, he has his hands in his pocket. Like he's... Yeah. What's that? Yeah, run that clock. Run that clock.
7 minutes to go.
Wants a
on this.
quesadilla. You gotta get a quesadilla, half price. Warriors have it. 1st and 10, 49-yard line. And this is Riker Malk. You're seeing some other of the Warriors. And Riker. Clock is running. We're already down to 6 minutes and 35 seconds. So they're going to give Riker a yard on that carry before he was met by a couple of Eagles. So 2nd and 9. We're on the 50 now. Getting to see some different look from the Warriors here, which we've been able to do the last few weeks. Some of the younger guys getting some action. This one handed off. This is going to be Eli Wright. And could have been a face mask, but
Probably could have been a hold, too. So we'll just call it even and just play on.
yeah. This is always that time of the evening when things could get a little chippy just because.
Yeah, it's just a long night. And, guys, I always think it's amazing. We ask guys to go out there and just push, shove, hit each other for a whole game and then are surprised when tempers flare just a little bit in between plays. But you got to keep your head.
That's a pitch to Owen Long, and he's got a blocker. He cuts inside, and he's close to a first down.
Yeah, that is close. He picks up
Easton Stewart there was
just about the first. So that's going to be 4th and 1. I would imagine at this point, Coach would just go for it.
I would think so. He sat the ball down, and then he slid it back 6 inches. Like, what's the purpose? I mean, I love spotting in football. I'm not getting on anybody. I just love the fact that we play this game, and they're like, it's
a game of inches.
Yeah, that could be manipulated by the eyesight of a person chasing the play that's not even close. Anyway, 4th and 1. And that's a first down and
That's
more.
Riker, and he
that's
may
Riker
go.
Malk. They're going to have to tackle him, and he is putting some hits in. A great run by Riker Malk, and down is the young man who took the hit from Riker.
Number 42, or is that 12? Or
I don't know, but he's got a stinger. Tony is out there. And so we're going to take a minute to talk about something else while we're attending to this. But I want to talk about something completely off the athletic, and that is that the Wes-Del Elementary, a couple of different things. One, utilize this facility today to have that walkathon and their annual kickball tournament, and they raised $13,000 for the elementary PTO today. And I was shocked. I literally called Mr. Reagan and I said, did you know that you added a zero and your comma's out of place? And he goes, no, the actual total is $13,880.
That's awesome.
And it was the first time they've done something like that, but it was a walkathon where before they played the kickball game, the kids, the other kids didn't play because it's fifth graders versus the staff. They sat in the stands. Well, this time they had all kinds of events out here on the track.
It was great. I was out there.
And it was amazing to see what they did. And so, one thing that you'll see, on Facebook is that Wes-Del Community Schools released that sometimes you build facilities, you think one way about them, and you think, well, these are only going to help these specific kids. And then you find out when you think outside the box and get creative with good facilities and things you can be proud of like that, then you see, no, it actually helped our pre-K to fifth grade today hold an event that raised $13,000, and a lot of memories and a lot of great culture was made. So I want to give a shout out to the elementary for that. And also, on top of that, they have the #1 iRead 3 scores in the county.
Wow.
And that's fantastic.
Sounds like a lot of great things going on down at the elementary.
And this is a handoff. That's Riker Mock again, and he is in. But
Rikers took a tough hit on that one. He'll probably pop up.
So a lot of times we get caught talking about everything happening up here at the high school, but Mr. Reagan and his staff just as well as anybody, and they have great things happening down there.
Oh, it's so cool.
And our third grade team with those iRead scores, they have worked very hard, and they have been doing a fantastic job. I want to give them a shout-out. That is Mr. Nanny, Mrs. Freeman, and Mrs. Bain, and they do a fantastic job. But a real shout-out to all those teachers down there. Wes-Del Elementary has great things going on. And there's a handoff. This is Mason Davis, and again,
going backwards this time.
They grab the jersey and just kind of fling.
I was able to come out here for the walkathon, and some of those little guys and girls were starting off pretty quickly and running the track, and there was obstacle courses on either side of the straightaways. Yeah. And then in the end zone, there was a bubble machine, and then we had just all kinds of cool stuff. So they went for 45 minutes without stopping, and actually they went longer than that. That's how long the kickball game was going on in the middle, and the kids went even longer than that on the track. And man, it was just funny to watch them. You forget how little they are, and there's Riker with another run.
I tell you what, when they're tackling him, it's hurting, and he's got a lot of momentum going into that. But yeah, I'm just really impressed, and I'm really proud of our elementary staff and everybody involved, and really proud of the kids. And that was just really fun. Great job by the Wes-Del PTO. A great fundraiser, and again, thinking outside of the box. They said they were tired of doing the same old sales, and they wanted to do something different. Well, this one worked.
You can only have so many candles and candy bars and all
trash bags.
Stuff. Trash bags and
mums. Not that there's anything against that.
No.
Oh, nice tackle there by.
Blow it.
Yeah, that was number 40. Whoa.
Easy.
Let's just calm down.
That's a turnover on downs, and Cambridge will get the ball. But like you said, some guys that are getting a chance to play out there.
Yeah.
And it's not all of our JV yet. It's still third quarter, so we're still working with some.
Yeah, well, the other thing you got to remember is defensively, some of these guys, what they're doing now is allowing them to play one side of the ball rather than playing two sides of the ball.
Yeah.
And that's great to give them a break. But it is also senior night, so he's going to want to get those seniors in. You know how that is. You always let those seniors play because it's going to be that last time.
Yeah.
Even though we have sectional next week, this is the last official home game. And here's Lincoln with it. Minute 12. That one, going to throw for it, and it was about an 8-9 yard pickup, about an 8 yard pickup.
Mason Davis with a tackle on the play.
I'll tell you what, this guy on our sideline is.
He's talking. He's giving their guy and our guy the business down there.
Giving him the business. That ball is away, and
Back
here
to
comes
throw.
the pass, and that is Mason. No, that's Eli Wright actually coming in. They're going to blow it dead. And
It'll probably be the no. They might be able to get one more play off. We'll see how quickly they
that was a first
want to get
down,
into the huddle.
by the way. That
Yep.
was a first down.
Got to move the chains, but normally it would stop, but it doesn't in this case. So 16 seconds. So they're going to go ahead and try to get one more play off, and we're trying to get one player on the field, and we're going to have too many men on the field.
Man, he threw that flag.
And that's going to be a block. There's flags all over. There's
Another
going to be
flag.
3 flags, and there's one on our sideline.
This guy, they've been working this guy, and he is.
He threw. If
He
he
is-
had another flag, he'd have thrown it.
He's
He would. If he had a yellow sock on, he would have taken off his sock and thrown it.
he's
Got. That,
he's thrown so many flags on this play that.
I don't know. This
Oh,
one guy-
wow.
I know one thing that he celebrates.
Flag
that's
Day.
Flag Day.
Yep.
And it, far be it from me. I'm usually
Look,
the guy. Up
There's
here
a couple of
that
guys.
Doesn't say much.
A couple guys in his crew that are kind of staying away from him. I think they're worried. He's fired up. I mean, he threw those flags so high. Whatever he was.
I thought the one that he threw on our sideline was going to end up in the stands, like a giveaway.
Everybody gets a flag. Here we go. We're gonna.
Okay, let's sort this out
We're
because
gonna
this could be
check
interesting.
This one's going to be all over the map.
Yes, we do. Well, you don't throw a flag for a warning, but maybe you do. I don't know. I'm guessing right there, but I'll throw a lot. A sideline warning. And
I didn't think. Yeah, I see. On the sideline, well, they
Coach-
can't talk to this guy. We're gonna have to wait. This guy's got to pick up 7 flags. And
Coach Stevens has got the guys so
it's
far back now.
It's a
that
flag scavenger hunt for him to find his flags. And
Coach Stevens has moved our guys so far back that they're almost up
on
here
the
with
track.
us.
Yeah. Where? How many flags can you carry?
I know at least 2.
He threw 3 actually.
Yeah.
Can you throw a replay flag on? Yeah.
He's talking to Coach Knuckles now. And listen, you got any flags I can borrow, Coach Knuckles?
Yeah. Next time I'm throwing my handkerchief.
Said he's had enough from somebody.
All right, so here we go. 1st and 10, and that one's away, and that is caught.
Oh, boy.
And he's still up, and
Out of
he's
bounds.
out of bounds, and somebody got absolutely hit in the back, and that was Colby New, and he knows it, and he's saying he got hit, and he did get hit, blocked in the back.
This is
Listen, that guy can't help you, Colby, because he gave all his flags to the other guy. He doesn't have any to throw.
introducing the cheerleaders at this point. We've already done that, but Brian is Mr. Lake is giving the cheerleaders a shout out, and they're throwing up a football up in the
Well,
stands.
why don't you, since we've had a sideline warning, give us a rundown on the coaching staff, Coach.
Sure, yeah. Matt Knuckles, our head coach, leading us to a very successful season. Very proud of Coach Knuckles and the team. Offensive coordinator Daniel Hanson, defensive coordinator Kyle Richards, and the co-defensive coordinator this year, Caleb Stevens. Special teams coordinator is Austin Skaggs. Also assisting out there, Eric Harlan, Justin Bertram, Tyler Rector, Trey Quinn, and Kevin Dubois. Managers out there always doing a great job for us are Taylor Watt, Ruby Stewart, Amaya Dobbs, and Riley Hill.
Where's Riley? We're getting a picture of Riley down there on the end zone. It looks like he's cold.
Yeah.
It's like it's chilly down there. It's almost, so that camera's almost like a submarine. It's like a periscope.
Yeah, it is.
You're just saying.
Looking at it right now. Yeah.
Well, you doing anything for Halloween?
Well, it's still a week or so away, but yeah, I'll get the.
Sorry, I brought it up, I guess.
I'll get the trick or treaters out there. You know, I love passing out candy.
Yeah, I know.
Come on over to our house. I'll have.
I know there's been a little bit of a disagreement on that one side. Are they still doing full-size candy bars on the other side?
I think so. Yeah.
That was always the best house.
Every once in a while, a couple jump scares from that house too. But
Yes. You got to earn that full-size candy bar.
Yeah.
Here it is, 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
That one is away and should be out of bounds.
Out of bounds by Brock.
Brock took down the chain and everything. Did you see Journey dive out of the way?
Yeah, he doesn't. There's one guy over there that doesn't want to take a hit, and that's Journey.
He bailed.
Yeah.
So it's Journey. Is it Nanny?
Yep. Keep going. See if you can get them all.
Well, there's Journey right now. He's trying to hide behind
Yeah. Anything.
Mr. Journey. Okay, and then that is,
I think Freeman's over there still. isn't
that's
he?
Shane maybe.
And then Mr. Lamb.
There's a tackle. Nope, missed that tackle. There's a block in the back, but they're not going to call it. He's going back the other way now, and he's out of bounds. Who'd you say the other one? New? No?
No, he is in the
There's
stands
Freeman.
watching. Yeah, I'm
There's
pretty
Freeman.
sure that Mr. Lamb told me he was going to work tonight.
Oh, okay. So, yep, there's Mr. Lamb. I see him right there. That's a great crew, folks, braving the weather. And they're on the other sideline, so they're also braving whatever.
The good news is there's no wind tonight. 0.
Yeah, well, we made up for a couple weeks ago. We got plenty of wind.
Yes, we did.
Here they are, 1st and 10. They're making a nice little run here at the end zone, and I don't know about that. I don't know about that. How that wasn't something.
Malachi and that guy were definitely in a battle, weren't they? Their own personal battle there, right? Go back and watch that. Malachi was fun to watch.
I don't know how that wasn't something.
Yeah, it's football.
I don't know. That looked like WWE. We need
Malachi's a wrestler, isn't he?
we need walk-in music.
Can't see me.
On Cena and Sonic, and it's 2nd and 3.
There's that little pass play they've run several times tonight.
Got
to make a tackle.
Outside, and we do. We hang on there. Nice tackle made there by number
Several
4
guys.
for us, and that is Tecumseh Dyer.
Yeah.
So, and Lincoln trying to punch one in here. 50-14, barring something unusual. The Warriors should move to 5-4 on the regular season. So a congratulations to Coach Knuckles on a winning season.
A winning record. There's a little picture.
Nice play, and that is Mr. Whitworth.
Senior night for him, too.
It is senior night for him, and he's
making a big play.
always a little bit of chaos when he gets back there.
So that's going to bring up that loss. It'll be 2nd and 10 now, or 2nd and goal from the 10.
Whitworth actually leads the team in sacks. I looked that up.
I believe
today.
that. He's back there quite a bit.
Yep.
Luke Powers has been back there a lot tonight.
Yep. Those two guys, if you stat pressure, which they don't put that on Max Preps, but that's
There
statted by a lot of coaches.
Speaking of pressure,
yes,
this is, unless it fools me, that's going nowhere. That was a loss of about 2 or 3 yards. So
sometimes people don't realize it does get more difficult even though you're closer because the field shrinks.
Yeah, you run out of real estate, and you aren't able to run some of the same patterns that you've run before. I think it's pajama night tonight in the student section.
No, I just think.
I think it is.
Okay. And
Back
that
to
one's
throw,
away.
yeah.
Third down, a little pressure coming, and right into the tackle made by Powers. He does a little bit of
kick there. He wanted to do some more and realized I probably don't want to get a.
That almost looked like he was getting ready to do a little river dance action, and then he's like, maybe not. A little click of the heels.
They're going the wrong way. It's 4th and 15 or 15-yard line, 4th and goal.
Yeah.
They may call a timeout here.
Well, he just motioned. The official motioned over.
They're going to try a field goal.
Okay.
The Bear called timeout, or he's going to make it a longer field goal.
He does.
looking maybe trying something for sectional here. You never know.
Let's try something. Take
a break.
All right, we'll be back here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And we're back. As you see on the screen, those are your athletic corporate sponsors. Some of them cross over and actually sponsor both the athletics and the Wes-Del Sports Network. And there's your main Wes-Del Sports Network sponsors: the Van Mater Reed Realty Team, Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group, and Star Financial Bank. But don't forget about our secondary sponsors: American Pest, Dowling Dumpster Rentals, Star Rocket Media, and Budget Blinds.
They decided not to go try the field goal after all that.
And the kid thought
Kind of wanted to see it.
Kid was getting excited, and
There's a pass across the nice
a
play.
touchdown.
That's a nice pass and catch.
And that was Stuckey from Patterson. And you can see this a little.
He just caught this right.
Put a
stride.
little miracle zip on it, and it was right in there. And that makes it 50-20. You're not a mayo guy, are you?
Nope. No.
Now, if it's in a salad or something, are you okay with it, or is it just?
Don't eat salads.
Well, I'm just saying.
You see me.
But I mean,
You saw me at the lake.
but
Body wasn't built on salads.
now they're kicking.
And that's
That's not good.
no good. No, I've never.
No,
had
I'm not saying like that salad. I'm saying they use that as a base for like a chicken salad
No.
or a tuna salad or
Wrong.
a egg
No.
salad.
No.
You don't need any of those
Nope.
things. Gosh,
You've known me long enough to know I rarely eat anything.
What
that's
is-
not- It's
what
mostly
is-
plain. I don't do a lot of
know.
condiments.
if you had to choose one, is it ketchup?
Barbecue.
Okay, I'll give you that. A particular one, open pit, Sweet Baby Ray's.
Open pit. I liked open pit back in the 1980s.
That's the first one that came to my mind. Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yeah, Sweet Baby Ray's probably. I'll tell you what's really. Well, I think it's Sweet Baby Ray's, but whatever we use at school is good here. School lunchroom.
Well, that's a secret.
Yeah.
We can't give that away. It's a secret sauce. Have you had the chicken Big Mac yet?
No,
It just doesn't look. It just doesn't appeal to me yet.
I don't like Big Mac sauce, so it'd just be two pieces of chicken
see.
slapped on top
Yeah,
of each other.
That's anyway.
Well, the Eagles with a little comeback there. On that.
No, they're. I think they're on their final tour.
They do, and I'd love to go see it.
Yep.
I did go see there, but I'd love to go see them at the Sphere in Vegas.
I could see a guy like you liking that.
No,
Good
I would-
return there. That was
I
Mason
would love
Davis
it.
that fell on that.
You know, what's also made a comeback is the bald eagle. I'm happy to say that. When I was growing up, bald eagles were going to go extinct.
Yeah, I've always known you to be.
Now all of a sudden they're around again. I've seen one out in the wild.
I have noticed that the lack of support you give to the feline population, you make up for in the avian
That's true.
variety.
You know that. I got birdhouses at my.
You love your birds. Yep. A lot of seed. And that one is handed off, and that is that Riker?
It sure is.
That's Riker Malk with it. And he picks up 3, maybe 4. Yeah.
Clock running.
Favorite Eagles song?
Boy, people ask me. It is. People always say Hotel California, and that
You're going to say Seven Bridges.
No. I don't know that I have a favorite. I just like them all, but it's not Hotel California. Not that I don't like that song. It's just not my favorite.
But you can't come up with one.
Well, I like a lot of them. I mean, like
Okay.
Victim of Love is one that's not, they don't play a lot. It's probably one of my
Riker, that's a first down. I mean,
New
just
Kid in
flew.
Town. I like that one. It's Luke Powers getting up slow. This is the point where coach will probably start pulling some guys out here. Need them next week.
I think Take It to the Limit might be
I
one
like
of
that
my
one.
favorites.
Great song. Tequila Sunrise. A lot of them.
A lot of those guys aren't with us anymore.
Well, yeah, Glenn Fry's not.
Is he the only one?
Well, pretty much, yeah.
So the heat's off.
Yes, it is. No more smugglers runs.
Riker Balk again, almost to another first down. Vince Gill stepped in for him.
Yeah, I've seen them twice in concert. They're great. Listen, if you ever get a chance to go see them, they're great. If you get a chance to go see a bald eagle, they're great too.
You know that we actually had one in this area a couple years back.
Yeah, they're coming back. Yeah. We were down to, at one point, like in my childhood, they were selling postage stamps with their eagles on there. There's like 3 left.
Yeah, there was 2. So I think they figured it out. Those 2 did. This is Gillum with it, trying to cut to the outside, and he does get some room. That's a first down and more as he tiptoes the sideline before about the 30-yard line he goes out.
Zach Gillum's going to be a good football player.
He is. We got a lot of young guys that there's a lot to be excited about. This 5-4 regular season here is a nice start, and you go back a couple of years and remember that we struggled to win a game, and we just kept saying we're laying the foundation, we're building a program. We had 26 kids in the program now. We're building it up. You look at our youth program out here.
100 kids or something like that.
Yeah, and so, all it takes is believe in the kids, number one. Start there. Believe in the kids. Give them something to be proud of, and they'll give it back to you in return, and this group sure has. And that one is Riker Malk. He's got a lot of room. He might break this.
Oh, it's a fumble.
Oh, they stripped it out. But I think that falling on that might be I think we got back to it.
Let's see who comes out of the bottom
I think
of the pile.
I think we did. I think it was Whitworth. I think that's Whitworth that jumped on top of it and saved it. But it was. Yeah, Riker, the guy got right behind him and just popped it out from behind. He had no idea the guy behind him just got, every once in a while, that's what you're taught to do, swing at it and see what happens. And he just happened to hit it right as he was bringing it back in his stride.
Jonah right there, they'll follow the ball.
Yeah. So it ends up being a good opportunity here. And it looks like we're in a hurry to get up to the line.
We only have 8 seconds on the clock, so make a quick in motion.
And that is a handoff to Gillum, and he's got some room, and he's still running. He runs hard, runs strong before he's finally taken down. And we're down to 2 minutes to go here.
Picked up just 1 yard there, but.
So as slow as the first half was, it's as fast as this one's going to be. And here comes a couple of
other guys
coming back in.
Might see like one last play here.
Bringing the seniors back in?
Yeah, I would say this will be the last time. And I would not be surprised to see Noah Purdue drop back and throw one right here.
Yeah. And he's waiting as he's left the line. We might be taking a timeout. Are we taking a timeout just to get him out of the game and clap for him? Did we take a penalty?
We'll see what we're doing here.
Maybe we are taking a timeout to get guys out.
Well, I don't know.
That's a nice gesture there by Coach Knuckles to.
I know that was always important to you and I. We would always try to do that on senior night. Get those guys some recognition. Put them in, take them out one at a time, get a little bit of a hand pat, head pat, bro hug.
And we talked, I don't know if we talked about, I know you may have talked about the seniors. It's Reno, Whitworth, Summers, Mealy, and Godby. I think I got them all. And, sometimes it doesn't even hit you that moment, that night.
The Malachi Du Bois?
And Malachi Du Bois, yes, correct, sorry. But sometimes, if you've been through it, it doesn't quite hit you that night. But when it does hit you, it hits, it'll hit all of us. And you realize, man, that's it. Now,
Yep.
It's a little different with the sectional next week because you know you've got one more opportunity to do it here at home, but
Yeah.
it's still your last regular season game, and there's no better feeling than to come off with a win.
For sure. And we all know how painful it is that last game,
Yeah.
you know, to take that jersey off for the last time if you're a senior.
And
It's
how many
nice to
and,
get some recognition.
And you know, unless you win the state championship, you're taking it off
Yeah.
at some point at a loss.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody about that the other day. Only 6 teams will go out, you know, champions without losing. But even that is still hard to know it's over.
Yeah.
Like the run's over. Even if you're
Yeah.
a winner and you take that jersey off for the last time, it's always hard to take it off for the last time.
Yep. So with 1:26 to go, well, we got a flag. Was it a delay of game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, we could probably just take a knee. It's for second down, isn't it? If we wanted to.
Yeah. We went way back.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's a young team that's like, okay, what's the penalty? I don't know, but
it might take them.
might take the whole another delay
seconds.
to get to the ball. Well, we appreciate everybody that tuned in here on senior night. It was a successful one. So we're going to try to finish this one out. Ooh, that guy was offsides. But there's what we can call. He did not time that up the way he thought he did. But they're going to let it run. And
He
I
did.
don't
But
blame
he
him.
ran the Zach DeWitt and didn't
Yes.
work. Didn't work for him.
No. Nope. We're going to be under a minute here, and it's going to be
Probably have to snap it one more time, and then that'll probably be it.
what a great way to end it. 5-4 winning record after this senior group was a part of the team that didn't win a game, I believe, their first year. And they, you know, you believe in the process, and they told you just wait. It'll definitely happen. I remember Nuck saying that over and over again. I don't know what 70 just did. But and you do. You just wait it, and you listen. This group went. They got in the weight room. There was some leadership there. You talk about these seniors: Godby, Du Bois, Grayson, Whitworth, Reno, Summers. These are guys that went to the weight room, bought into what we were trying to do. You look at where they went to the weight contests these past couple of years, and each one of them were winning. And they put in the time, and they did what it did, and look at the outcome. 50-20, 5-4, first winning season since, I believe, probably 2016, maybe.
Yep, it's been a while.
Maybe earlier than that.
Might even be earlier. than
And
that.
they're going to carry that into a chance to have a good game against Tri, where they've got an opportunity there if they do everything right to even extend this season. But you know what a big win, Coach. Tell us, kind of coming from your standpoint, just first of all, what it means to the seniors to come out of here on their last home game with a win.
Well, it's all you could ask for, really, to come out with a win, convincing win, and to give those guys a chance to feel success and know. And Coach Knuckles will just hit on some of the same things you talked about the process and remembering where you came from and the journey it takes to get there. All of those things lead into, having to say goodbye to guys, but you also realize, you know what, you guys made a difference.
Yeah.
And when you make a difference and you're a senior and you can walk away thinking, I left the program in better shape than it was when I got there, and these group of seniors did for sure. And it's all because of their hard work. That'll just continue next year. You know, we as coaches want tradition to be built on the backs of our guys from year to year. And that's definitely happened with this group of seniors. And I couldn't be more proud of Coach Knuckles, you know, a kid that we knew and watched that played the same way these guys play.
Yeah.
And watched him grow up and become a great mentor for these young men and somebody that they can count on the rest of their lives. And so I'm happy for them. I think it's a great way to lead into sectional play. I think that they've done everything they can to prepare themselves for a really good team that's coming in next week. But for once, we're not going to go in there intimidated at all. We're going to go in with the opportunity on our home field to win a game. So just happy overall for the guys from where they came, even from the beginning of the season to where they are now. Happy for Coach Knuckles, the staff, the players, fans, everybody that's been a part of it this year.
I couldn't say it any better, and I just want to thank everybody that's watched all year long and that's been with us and hearing all of the nice things people are saying about, well, we watch you from here and we get a group together and we watch here. And, that's what it's more about for Coach and I, is just an opportunity to bring this into you. We enjoy doing it. And it's a lot. Honestly, it's a lot of fun because of the community and the kids we get to do it for. That's one of the big part of it. Is the kids will talk to us all the time, and they'll go back and watch it, and they'll talk to us through the week. And so, it's that time of your life where I think Wes-Del does a really nice job of this. And now if we can add to this winning mentality, but we do a nice job of making these kids feel important.
Right.
And it's things like this that make them feel important. They should feel important at some point in their life, because after this, everyone knows life starts hitting you. And real life starts hitting you. So enjoy it while you have it. And 5-4, couldn't be happier. As you mentioned, both of us know Coach Knuckles. We had him as a student. Now we get to watch him as an adult. And really, in his first year as athletic director, juggling both those responsibilities is tough, and he's done a great job. And I just want to say, I know we've got one more week left, but I want to give a couple of thanks, and I'll do it again next week. I want to thank Coach. He always makes it really easy. I hope that you guys enjoy it. We get have a good relationship, get along really well, and that makes it very easy for us up here to talk through this and broadcast this. But we could not do any of this without the effort and time and really the abilities and talents of Mr. Romine, our producer, and the guy behind us who brings you. He's taken this little thing that we thought started with COVID to try to give you guys the access when we knew we were going to have limited numbers. And it has really blown up into what I would say, kind of tooting our own horn here a little bit, is probably one of the finest broadcasts that a high school is going to do, and bring it to you for free. And that's thanks to a lot of our sponsors that we've mentioned over and over again, but I will mention them one more time. Star Financial Bank, the Van Mater Reed Realty Group, Caldwell Banker Real Estate, Star Rocket Media, American Pest, Budget Blinds, and, of course, Dowling Dumpster Rentals. I also want to thank Mike for stepping up this year and starting something that's fun and doing the Touchdown Challenge. I think that's really cool. I think that's something that we're going to really be happy about. And believe me, I know Coach Nuck's happy about the additional funds that will be put right back into our athletes. So thank you to our fans. Thank you for Warrior Nation. And we'll be bringing you next week the sectional. But, folks, you're going to have to find it because it's a sectional. You're going to have to go to the IHSAA Champions Network to find it. We will push that out as best we can. But once again, if you're in here, tell your friends, look it up on the IHSA Sports Network. I do believe there will be a cost associated with it. I'm not totally sure.
Free.
No, it is free. Sorry.
We're going
to give it to you for free, thanks to a little bit of, for me being taken off probation. But it was a great evening, great senior night, 50-20. On behalf of Coach and Mr. Romine, we're so glad you decided to tune in with us, and we hope to see you again next week. You've been watching Wes-Del Varsity Football on the Wes-Del Sports Network.